Good to be back. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Phandelver and below the Shattered Obelisk here on Dork Tales. I am your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns. And folks, I am so excited to be here tonight as we are heading into our last Phandelver and below of 2023. Unfortunately, this game happens to fall on Canadian Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And I am a cruel Dungeon Master in many ways, but I'm not cruel enough to make my players play on New Year's Day. We have enough problems with hangovers and migraines in this game to begin with, let alone tempting fate like that. So, folks, we're going to be starting game in just a minute, but before we do, I want to introduce the cast and tell you a couple of cool things that are happening in the very near future. Let's start with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I get to play Lady Alessandra Celeste Martine Baraquel, who is our ASMR paladin.
Yes, who got death from above last episode?
Woohoo! Death from above!
Let's talk about death from underneath with Caitlan.
Death from below! Hi, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Anthea Briarfoot, the halfling artificer of the group. Oh, the alchemist, too.
And the butcher of Neverwinter.
Well, I mean, those dragon parts aren't gonna get themselves, so...
God. When you said you were going to cure the dragon, we didn't mean like that. Spices and alchemical ingredients. All right. Speaking of spicy, down beneath, we have Amy.
Hi, that's me. I'm Amy. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, and I'm playing Lyric, the tiefling bard college of creation.
Who was on Let's Make a Deal, apparently. You survived because of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened entirely, but something happened.
Yes, something did happen.
And definitely concerning.
You got goat legs now.
No, I have oddly fitting shoes.
Oh, yes, that's fair. That's fair. Speaking of shoes, speaking of people who oddly fit in, it's Christa.
Don't know if I should be insulted by that. Hi, I'm Christa. I use she, they, or her, them pronouns, and I have no idea what's going on.
That's, hey, you know what? Welcome. That's life.
And I play Carmilla Alizarin, our Dampier fighter.
Welcome back from New York. Did you escape from New York?
I did successfully.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I didn't
what else is
even
good?
have to fight any snakes.
Speaking of hiding snakes, Chris!
Snake! Speaking of John Carpenter, hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing Sindri, our half-elven monk, Way of the Ascended Dragon. I use he or they pronouns, Sindri uses he or him pronouns, and I'm so stoked to be here for the last Phandelver game of 2023. Holy shit, man. When did that happen?
Apparently today. It is going to be great. We still have one more game that we are running, but it's going to be over on our Patreon tomorrow, folks. So if you are a member of the Patreon, you get to go and watch a fantastic crew of people go on the Strixhaven Winter Special, The Pub That Crawls, which is a module over on the DMs Guild. I didn't write it, but I fell in love with it the second I saw it. It's about a student pub crawl. And if they manage to successfully hit all of the pubs and do all of the trials, they get to go drink at a Baba Yaga pub. And it's gonna be a great game. It's got Bryn as their supervisor, and then a bunch of first years played by Christine, Chris, Jen, and Cal, and is a great time. But you know what else is a great time? It is a great time to visit our sponsor's website right now because, hey, folks, don't tune out, tune in, because Bookwyrm Games has a special deal on right now. Bookwyrm Games is in the chat right now, and if you're watching this live, you will save an additional 5% if you go and purchase anything off of Bookwyrm Games' site using code DORKTALES during this stream. If you're doing it later on YouTube, you're stuck with just the regular 10% for now. I'm really sorry about that. We still love you. Really. Sorry it had to come out this way, but I just want you to know. But yeah, go to Bookwyrm Games. They have so many different types of dice. They have teas. They have a brand new line of familiars, which includes crabs and sharks, among other things. And, oh, that reminds me, after game, we got to buy Kat that crab as a surprise. Yeah. Because Kat never watches live stream, so she won't know. But besides that, they've got tons of different dice. They've got some of the most delectable teas for the tea drinkers in your family, and so much more. They've also been a fantastic sponsor, so please, if you want to show us some support and you don't want to join the Patreon, go do yourself a favor. Buy some dice, buy some fun stuff for yourself and your loved ones, and that'll help us out too. Because anything that makes our sponsors happy makes us happy. Thank you to Bookwyrm Games for sponsoring us for almost an entire year, and for all of the future plans we had. In fact, one of the things that we discussed, I even got a message about today, someone asking about a certain thing that we talked about. Hey, do you guys do this? Well, we might be in next year, but I can't say anything on camera until the deals have been struck.
And in true Canadian fashion, I had to go all the way to Philadelphia to meet the Canadian from Bookwyrm.
Do you know Bookwyrm from Canada?
I do.
God. All right, so last episode, we did not run last week because we were having, one of the players was out sick, and another player was traveling for work and ended up in a place with horrible acoustics. And we decided that it would be better to have a good game rather than a game where it sounded like one of the players was calling from inside of a sardine can and another player was being played by me yet again. So, as we are going through this, let us jump back to what had happened before. Any questions, comments, or concerns about mechanical things before we begin? Perfect. Always feel free to interject if you do have one. Last episode, the party was inside of the town of Thundertree on the edge of the Neverwinter Wood. There they were searching for a druid named Radoth. Radoth? Radoth. I got it on one. I should never doubt myself. They were visiting Radoth the Druid, who knows where Cragmaw Castle is in the depths of Neverwinter Wood. Now, Thundertree had been plunged into, well, a curse of undeath several generations before by an erupting volcano. Zombies comprised of corpse and ash wandered the streets. And eventually, after getting there and encountering a couple of blights and some zombies, you found Radoth, or Radoth found you. Unfortunately, one of your members fell ill with an allergic reaction to an anti-undead herb that had been strewn throughout the town by Radoth over the past decade in order to try to contain the outbreak. An herb called Sanctum Sage, which will hold no other relevance in the rest of this campaign, probably. But hey, add it to your own home games if you want. There, the characters left Carmilla in the hands of Radoth, while they went and dealt with a obstinate young green dragon that had moved in to a nearby tower. The fight was not good, and although Lyric had almost managed to sweet-talk that dragon into aiding them against Cragmaw Castle, its duplicitous nature overwhelmed it, and it decided that it could pick off these 4 erstwhile adventurers. It thought wrong, and upon its death, you inherited, well, quite a few dragon meats, as well as a number of scales and other things that you were able to pillage throughout the town. You returned back to Radoth's hut, and it was there that Carmilla began to wake up, still a bit groggy, still a bit stunned from basically a day with a flu shot, but ready to go and to meet the day once more as the Daywalker. But that is where we ended last game with you all. And yes, chat, that is right, Brando. The dragon should have listened to Lyric. Everyone should listen to Lyric. There also was a moment in that fight where it seemed like Lyric might have died, but then didn't die. As if the hands of time reset.
I got better.
I got better.
Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
You're great. Thank you.
All right. And with that, let us begin inside of Radoth's hut. Here on Phandelver and below, the Shattered Obelisk. The sounds of the forest echo through the village of Thundertree. Although this building is in good working order, it's still old and ramshackle, and the sound of woodpeckers and calling birds can easily permeate its walls. A low fire is burning in the center of this hovel. A one-room little enclosure. A pair of windows latched tight against the offense of errant undead or cantankerous blights. You rest and prepare to go out. Radoth has marked each of your maps, or just the one map, I suppose, that you have, with Cragmaw Castle's location, which you now see is to the south, deep into the wood near the Tribor Trail north of Phandelver. Of course, the entire way there is mostly marsh. It could be a bit difficult. Perhaps better to circle around through the wood to Coneyberry, or head back down to Phandelver directly, and then up through the woods when you're prepared. There's some discussion to be had. You awaken from your rest to the sound of sizzling bacon. Radoth is working with a pair of old wooden utensils in a surprisingly large cast iron skillet.
Oh, you're all awake now. Well, that's good. I've got back bacon frying for you.
Thank you. Sindri will pop up quickly and scuttle over and kind of put his hands behind his back and definitely you know when a dog runs to the edge of a kitchen but isn't allowed to go inside?
Yep.
Just stands about 5 feet away with his hands behind his back. And is there anything I can help you with?
You can try to find some plates. I think there are some in the cupboard. I normally eat it directly out of the skillet, but I'm usually here by myself.
Oh, thank you. Sindri will scuttle and help thoroughly look through the kitchen for the plates there.
All right. As you open the cabinet nearby, you can see that, in fact, there are a couple of spiders that are running around inside of the cabinet. Nothing offensive, really, just enough that you kind of notice them, as well as a set of dining china. Well-appointed, old, scratched, once probably the pride of a household. It has designs on it that are of halfling make, that show a rising sunrise across the Sword Coast. There's a tea set next to it as well, made of fine porcelain, a few chips in it. And sitting next to them inside of the shelf is a forgotten, one-armed, button-eyed doll, long since moldering. The doll will fall over as soon as you pull the supportive plates out from near it. There's a rattle as it strikes some of the saucers.
Sindri will gently close the cupboard. These are some very lovely plates you have.
Oh, they're not mine. I just took over this place. It was the least damaged and the least corpses in it.
Good choice then. Sindri will dry them off and make sure there's no spiders hiding between them, but while being helpful.
They're not. They're just dusty and a little cobwebby. A little dust bunny, I suppose it would be. All right. So she will scoop out some back bacon and some side bacon for each of you. And as she is doing so, she will glance over at you, Carmilla.
And you, girl, are you feeling peckish finally?
Yes, thank you. But I would prefer to help as well, if that is okay. If there's anything else I can do.
You can clean this when I'm done. And it's cooled. Do you want yours rare?
Cooked is fine.
She will scrape off the bits at the bottom, break a couple of spring onions in it, and begin frying it up. That and little sprigs of leek and garlic are going to fill the air with a very pleasant, homey aroma that pushes out some of the putrid scent of the rotting, ashy village.
If I had some butter, this would be better, but I'm stuck using avocado oil. High smoke point, but otherwise fairly flavorless.
She'll serve you up some ground potatoes. Well, I guess they're all ground potatoes. But, you know, some like small, what am I thinking of? Nugget potatoes that are fried up as well. Now, it's not morning at this point. You were adventuring into the afternoon, I think. So this is probably the evening around now.
So what's the plan after this? Headed down to Cragmont tonight?
I don't know if we really discussed it yet. Anthea's gonna be poking at stuff, tinkering around. Thanks for the
Some
food.
banshee thing on the way.
Oh, the
Not too
Banshee of
far.
Conyberry. I've heard of it. Haven't really dealt with it, but you'd be heading east out of the forest then?
Yeah, I think it's not too far, and someone did ask for our help.
And I mean, it would be unfortunate to have to like come all the way back up there. So.
Well, while you're there, be careful. I'd hate to have to patch any of you up again. But if you're headed over there by Old Oak Well, or Old Owl Well, or Old Oak Well, what am I saying? If you're headed by Old Owl Well, I've heard rumors of something massing over there as well. It's on your way, bit through the hills, but with your horses, you should be able to make it fairly quick.
When you say amassing, like, are we talking like growing, accumulating people? Do we have a little more information, or is it skeletons again?
I don't think it's skeletons. What?
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, so Old Owl Well is maybe I'm not thinking about that right. Let's see. If you're over by Old Owl Well.
I'm pretty sure we heard prospectors were chased away by undead things. We've dealt with those here.
That's right. That's what it was. I've heard stories that there were some scared prospectors. That's what it was. Thank you. This old mind isn't what it used to be.
No problem.
I mean, there's so much going on, right?
Honestly, I don't know how you keep it all straight. You'd think that the folks of Phandelver had never met an adventurer. You wonder why I spend so much time by myself. Every time I walk into one of these small towns, it's, "Oh, Radolf, you're an adventurer, you're a druid. Can you please tie our shoes and wipe our asses?"
Oh yeah, we had them ask us to do those things too. Anyway, I put them down in my book. Not exactly. Sindri, I can see your face.
I have no poker face.
This is true. Still.
But you're right. They did ask us everything but.
Well, if the rumors are mistaken, then Old Owl Well has a tower nearby that you could use to crash in. I believe your people call it, your young people. You could take shelter in it.
Oh, I was gonna say I prefer to not actually crash into one. You know. But yeah, shelter's good.
Yes, one of the parts of the pyramid of needs. Food, shelter, turning into a bear, and water.
Oh.
I've not had a chance to do the bear one.
Well, the pyramid's different when you're a druid.
Oh. How many different pyramids are there?
Maybe just the two. I don't know. I'm only a druid. I'm not something else.
The druids must be really special then.
Would you like to become a druid? I could teach you.
Oh no, I'm okay. Oh.
Yes,
Maybe later. It seems challenging.
That's fair. No one ever wants to be a druid anymore.
Oh.
Maybe in another life.
Who has a passive insight of 14?
Likely not.
Oh, no.
Ha! No.
13. No.
Oh, no.
Mine's 12.
You have 14, Sindri?
Mine's 11.
10 plus my insight is 15.
What? That's amazing. Okay, so as she says that, there's a bit of sadness in her tone, like she definitely is like,
Wait,
you know,
insight?
insight.
Weren't you asking for passive perception, though?
Nope, passive insight.
Oh, passive insight. I heard perception.
I said insight.
Okay, so I do have
What do you got?
14. You said passive, and that's what... It's like the only thing that's normally a passive is passive perception on the
There's
sheet.
also passive investigation is another one. You can do any trait as
Not
a
on the
passive.
sheet, though.
That's true.
It's
That's
not
true.
a normal ask. So
It's, yeah, that's fair.
I do also have 14 then.
Okay. So you are both going to get the sense that like there's something that she's being wistful about something. There's something that she's not saying that is deep and personal and in her tragic backstory. But, you know, there's something to that statement. Anyway, you're welcome to stay here tonight if needed and rest up, but if you need to get going, Coneyberry is down that trail about, let's see. If I had a key on this map, that would be very helpful. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 50 miles down there. By horseback, you should be able to make it. I would say stay here a bit longer and rest, but to be honest, I think it's a miracle that I've been able to keep your horses safe this entire time with the undead hanging around.
You've done a fine job. Thank you so much.
Are we feeling up for heading out now then?
I don't mind. Done. Okay, I don't mind anytime.
I think once we finish eating, yes.
Oh,
I would
yes,
be ready
there's
to go.
food. She'll start scarfing down food. She had been completely, very thoroughly distracted.
Radar, what was it like becoming a druid?
It was a long and arduous process, learning herbs, knowing the right ritual observances, getting a sense of nature, and really understanding it. It's beautiful and sublime, like opening your eyes for the first time and truly seeing the world in all of its majesty. And then a lot of eco-terrorism against loggers. That was some hot shit. A lot of knights dancing blood-covered inside of a glen after setting fire to a logging camp. I tell you, those were the days.
And who taught you?
Oh, who taught me? Oh, that would be... Oh, that would be Halperin. Halperin, my master. He was a furbolg. Still might be, actually. I haven't seen him in almost 30 years, but they live a long time.
Well, it sounds like you had a good student.
Thank you, thank you. Who taught you how to do push-ups or whatever it is you do?
Well, the first one was bar fights. And a lot of painful lessons.
Well, the painful lessons are usually the most impactful.
I mean, it's the emotional ones that I eventually got me to leave.
Emotional bar fights are the worst. I know what you mean, boy. I'm just joking with you. Humor an old lady. I'm not nearly as clueless or senile as I like to pretend.
Well, next time you're down in Phandelver, I'd really like to hear more about the log camp burning past that you had.
Well, you would have
Allegedly.
really liked Halperin. No, it wasn't a legend. I burned those bitches to the ground. Anytime they tried to
move too far into the forest or try to industrialize. There was a big push for a while there when they were trying to settle so many things here. Thundertree was about the closest we ever got to it. Thundertree lived in balance before this.
And what brought its curse?
The volcano erupted. I still am not certain what brought that about, but it's never set well with me. The volcano was sleeping well. Yes, child? What are you saying?
But why would a volcano cause all of these undead?
Well, Mount Hort now, well, it erupted, and that's what I've been trying to figure out. After the natural disaster, the caldera stretched out here and killed many, but then a wave of zombies rose from it. It shouldn't make any sense, and it's mutated this local vegetation, which is why I had to travel so far to bring the Sanctum Sage here. Tried to put a kind of a bounding net on the place in case it's contagious, although it doesn't seem to be. The only problem is that the ash preserves the zombies like it does most things. It's hard for something to rot if it's covered in a glaze.
Okay. But I'm just... It doesn't seem like a natural occurrence.
Mm-hmm. Probably has some magic.
Could someone have caused this intentionally?
That is my worry. And something I have tried to keep an eye on. Then again, I am not the only druid that manages to haunt Neverwinter Wood. There are others. Some of them are powerful. In my youth, we did things like scaring away intrusive logging camps, clear-cutting, and miners who delved too deep for the safety of nature. But we always tried to keep a balance. We know that, well, the expansion of the civilized world does encroach on nature, but there must be a balance between the two of them. Some druids disagree. I wouldn't put it past one of them to have caused the volcano to erupt. Thundertree being the closest thing into the heart of Neverwinter Wood.
Is there a way that it can be restored to balance?
Probably not in my lifetime, but check back in a couple of years after the sage has had a chance to put some of these blighters to sleep, and then I can burn them all.
I will.
You can have this house. I'll leave it to you in my will.
Be the first one I've had, thank you.
Oh, well, you can pick any of the other ones. Oh,
I don't know, those
encounter...
aren't full of corpsefuls.
That's fair. Well, what's a few roommates between friends? You could have the Dragon's Tower.
I don't think the cultists will be back. I don't think they'd mind.
Yes, you did say that you ran into those buggers with the masks on. What happened?
Really
there?
kind of pathetic.
Really?
Yeah, they ran away.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be like angrier that we killed the dragon that they were so keen on, but I guess not.
But I mean, you just killed what they worshipped as a god. Why would they mess with you? Seems like a real, what's the phrase? Fuck around and find out kind of situation.
I thought cultists were all about that, though.
I mean...
I'll need to take better notes, I suppose.
Never underestimate an idiot and their will to survive something.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
I find that it's usually the smart people who can think their way around it and get themselves killed.
Oh.
Happened to one of my sisters in the order that way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thought she was so smart, and then took a bugbear's javelin between the eyes.
Oh, bugbears are pretty nasty. I know that for sure. Well, thank you for the food.
Of course. Of course. And you, young lady, now that you're healed and that the pan's cooled, feel free to scrub it. Salt only, please. I don't want the cast iron to rust.
Carmilla's already, like, martially cleaned it and, like, making sure that the crust's on it.
I had you pegged wrong there.
How so?
The finery of your clothes, its stitchwork, the jewel on your blade. Much about you screams noble, money, spoiled. I should have paid more attention to the calluses on your hands.
Yes, the first ones are true. The spoiled is not.
Well, go with grace and the grace of nature. Let it guide you, and be well. I appreciate what you've done. If you're taking parts of that dragon down, Phandelver has a couple of blacksmiths, but there's one named Mara that you should look for. Last time I was in town, she was only about 16, but had a real eye for exotic materials. Well, not the last time I was in town. The last time I spent any time there at all. She's the apprentice of the current blacksmith. Or at least she was. Not sure exactly how that works out down there, but she should be able to probably fashion things. Besides, I trust her hand over the old goats any day.
Thank you. I'll look out for Mara when we get back down there. I don't think we've met her yet, but I might be wrong.
I don't think so. Like, I don't think we met her either. I mean, to say. Yeah.
Sindri will step out and get the horses for everyone.
All right. The horses are easily waiting outside, and as you gather them, do you gather your party and venture forth? You must gather your party before adventuring. All right.
Oh, can I just say that I wanted to make an experimental elixir and to recreate Squish. Oh, for a moment I forgot the name.
You absolutely can. You definitely had time to do both of those things.
Yay.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything before you head out for the night?
I mean, I think Lyric goes to help Sindri get the horses ready. But that's about it.
Okay. Your horses are waiting inside of a small clearing that looks like it's been warded off. Some druidic symbols that you can't recognize the meaning of are carved into nearby stumps and other pieces of dead wood. But as you enter... Actually, Lyric, can you do me a favor? Can you make me a charisma save?
A charisma save. Okay. I'm going to use a dice I haven't used before.
I want you to.
I don't know if you can see it. It's like purple and blue shimmery.
Ooh, kind of fancy.
Yeah. Charisma save is going to be a 21.
Okay. So you are going to walk to the edge of this circle. The horses are going to be kind of like moving towards Sindri, expecting some oats or something like that. And as you walk to the circle, you are going to be able to make it through, but you get a little bit of a static shock as you cross the boundary. It doesn't hurt, but it's enough that it makes your ears twitch a bit, and some of your hair will lift up. It starts with the first well, hoof that passes over it and goes all the way up your frame, ending in the tips of your horns.
Watch yourself. There's a bit of a not a shock exactly, but like I don't know.
The area is kind of dry around here. Sometimes, like with my poncho rubbing, I can get a little shock, and when I go for door handles or china or something. Maybe that was it.
Maybe. It was
I
when
didn't feel it though.
No? Okay, so maybe might just be my imagination then.
Well, you're right about most things. Don't let anyone else.
Hardly.
No, truly, a surprising amount of things you're right about, and I should listen to you more often.
I'm not sure what to say to that, but thank you.
Thank you's a good place. We can go with that.
Okay. That's not something I hear very often.
I meant it.
That's very kind of you.
You're a good friend and very wise. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate you helping me with these horses. Why did I go for the horses? I've barely ridden them. I'm honestly a little afraid of them.
They're very, very sweet. And yeah, okay.
Thank you for coming. And Sindri will pull some oats and yeah.
Make me an animal handling roll with advantage, please.
Sadly, it's not. It is wisdom based still.
That's right.
So 16.
16? Yeah, the horses are going to come over and are going to do that thing where they kind of go on your hand.
See, this isn't so bad.
You feel like a regular horse girl.
I feel like I'm almost at summer camp or something.
Yeah, it's the end of the
I
world.
was raised on boats, so I've never been, but I assume this is what they're like.
You're not wrong.
We'll bring the horses back.
Okay. Bringing the horses back is an easy trek. You walk them around, and before long, everybody is able to mount up regulators. Do you hop on your horses and start heading toward Coneybury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ride is brisk. You make your way easily through the old trails. In spite of there being no major traffic through Neverwinter Wood throughout, there are still quite a few old logging trails that you can follow that wind down toward Coneybury. All in all, it takes you a couple of hours, is all. It's getting late at night, probably about 8 o'clock in the evening. The moon high overhead, casting light down along the trail where the trees have been pruned away. The town of Coneybury is very much like Thundertree in many ways. It's been abandoned for years and lies in ruins. You find your way to it, and, well, it's easy to see coming. Old structures, old vaulted arches that rise over this old dirt path lie ahead of you. And as you make your way there, you can see these... There we go. Minus the owlbear, but... Or maybe not. Who knows? You start making your way there. And as you do, a bit of a chill begins to set in around you. The sound of the forest at night fades away. The forest grows very dark and still, save for the lights that you carry with you as the trail winds deeper into the trees. Heavy vines and thick layers of moss drape the branches like beards, and the air is noticeably colder. Although it's only autumn, you feel your breath catching in your throat, and any hotness issues from your lips as steam. After rounding a bend in the trail, you come across a domed shelter. There we go. A domed shelter. Made from the warped, bowing branches of several trees. And some old, rough stonework. A low doorway leads inside. This is the only structure that appears to be intact in the entire village.
Well, I guess we know where to start, hey? Also,
Yeah, I guess.
this is spooky. This whole thing, this setup right now is spooky. I'm just gonna say it.
It's like it's trying to be very spooky or something.
What if it was like one of those horror houses? Like,
I
full of
wonder-
monsters and other surprises that I absolutely said correctly.
Uh-huh. Like it feeds on fear or something.
Yeah, but like once you know it's fake and it's an attraction, then it's not so
Oh.
scary.
True, true.
We don't know it's fake yet.
I'm not
But if we go
really a
in,
fan of any
bolster
of
our
this.
hearts against the fear, it can't feed on it.
I'm not sure that's how that works necessarily.
I think so.
Well, if
You
you
know what?
think
Sure.
so.
Oh, but we'll say you're right, and then I'll try to be a little less concerned about this whole situation.
Good.
I guess we'll put the horses here and walk up, or I guess we could take them right over, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can
mean,
just
there's
hop
nothing
off
else
a few
here,
feet
so-
outside.
All right, let's tie him up and. Do you have to?
Who has the comb that the sister gave you?
Good question.
Just to remind you, because it was several months ago, in Phandelver,
Yeah.
you met with Sister Garel. Did I call her Gabriel when I did this? Garel.
No.
Okay, it was Garel.
Girl. Yeah.
Garel. Sister Garel had given you a small ornate comb. A jeweled silver comb to persuade the banshee what they know about the location of a spellbook belonging to a legendary mage named Bowgentle.
So I guess we should knock if we're negotiating or discussing things.
Probably for the best. Anthea would probably not have had it because she was quite distracted as always.
Sure.
And I don't have it on my character sheet.
All right.
I
It's
don't know that we actually remembered to write it down.
Then this person has it. Are you ready? Lady Alessandra has it, of course. It's in your pocket, right there.
Oh, wait, I have it, I think.
Well, that's a good thing. Can you hold on to? Yeah, maybe you should hold on to that.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, I can do that.
You're good at the talking. I believe in you.
I will try to live up to your expectations.
Do you head forward?
Yes. For if you're listening,
Oh,
many of
yes.
us are nodding.
Okay,
No.
sounds good. You all nod
Sorry.
together.
I suppose it's only polite to knock. right?
I mean, you're familiar with like etiquette and protocols and stuff.
Yes.
Just Lyric's gonna take a step forward. Is gonna knock on the
dome
you're
of
good at
woven
persuading
branches
too.
shakes in your hand. It's a home of sorts, sheltered within the dome of woven branches. It's sparsely furnished with chests, shelves, a table, a chaise lounge, and an old... well, all of it is old and of elven craft. As you knock on the door, there is no answer immediately. Do you step inside?
Should we wait a moment in case they're dapping or something?
Hello?
And as you say that, your air is going to escape your lips in a plume of smoke as the air grows cold, and a powerful feeling of dread grips each of you. A
Does it
pale
now?
light flickers in the air, rapidly taking the form of a female elf, her hair and robes waving in a spectral wind. A hateful expression twists her otherwise beautiful features. She snarls at you.
What was her name again?
Agatha.
Sorry?
Agatha.
Agatha.
Yeah.
And
Foolish
What-
mortals!
oh no, I'm gonna interrupt her. I just wanted to clarify so that Christine knows.
Okay. All right.
What was it
all
we
right.
were trying to get her to do?
You were going to tell her a bit about a spell book that had... So, persuade the Banshee to tell her what she knows about the location of a spellbook belonging to a legendary mage named Bowgentle.
Bowgentle.
Bowgentle Horseman.
And the the comb was
Horse mage.
hers?
No, it was just a gift.
Okay, so it's just a gift. But we're hoping to get information about the spell book of Bowgentle.
Hmm.
So the moment she kind of appears and looks like she's sucking in breath to say something, Ellasandra is going to go, Lady Agatha, I presume, we are here on behalf of somebody from Phandelver who wanted to give you a gift in the hope of potentially sharing knowledge.
Make me a persuasion
Cut it
roll.
off fast.
Are you holding the comb out?
Yes.
Okay, make me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. I am proficient. That is going to be 23. Sorry, math.
She hovers and glares at you.
Don't you know it's rude to interrupt someone when they're monologuing?
I wasn't trying to.
I had this
interrupt you,
entire
just
thing
introducing
prepared.
ourselves.
I was going to say, what do you want here? Don't you know it's death to seek me out? Well, now I just feel kind of foolish.
Do you want us to
I'm
go
sorry.
and come back?
No, the moment's ruined.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like us to send somebody else by later so that you can do it properly?
Take
You know, I'm
two,
just not in the
really.
mood anymore. Just,
Oh,
you're guests. You're not being rude, right? You're not here to, like, bust me or something.
No.
Oh,
no.
no, thank you.
4 halflings showed up from Neverwinter a while ago, trying to bust me for some reason. They said it made them feel good. Well. Yeah. Anyway.
I apologize for their rudeness.
Oh, you don't have to. They're dead.
Oh, all right
yes.
then.
Well, I suppose that's what she had. Yeah. Yes. Well, so
So, what is that? Very well. You have questions?
they were hoping that we could persuade you to give them information on how to find. What was it? The spellbook of Bowgentle?
Yes, I know.
She'll look back at the others.
Is that your question? For that gift there?
And as she's saying this, some of the hate is just washing off her, almost like rain dripping off of a waxed surface, and she suddenly is looking a lot more pristine, more beautiful. Think of watching Galadriel in reverse, going from a queen, kind of like chilling out.
Oh, yes, that is correct.
Very well. Is that the question you wish to ask? I know many things.
Oh, that's the one we were asked to ask.
You ask about a spell book belonging to whom?
I believe they said the name was Bowgentle.
Yes.
Bowgentle. I traded that book to a necromancer named Sernoth, with a T. To Sernoth.
Oh.
In the common alphabet, T-S-E-R-N-O-T-H. In the dwarven alphabet, Moktoportalportatar. And in Elven, obviously it's spelled like it sounds. Because Elven is phonetic, as we all know. Elven is just Mandarin.
Sindri will say that back to her in Elven.
Beetle, wow. Sud off. Right?
Hanhao.
Hanhao. Oh, hold on. I didn't hold the vowel long enough on that. Hanhao. I could never learn. I'm too tone dumb. Good for anybody who can. Good for you, Chris, for trying. Like, it's difficult, man. I don't know what became of the book afterwards. That was more than 100 years ago.
I just want to say, you're very beautiful.
All right, fine. You can get a second question. But just because you're very...
Thank you.
You're not here to bust me, are you?
No. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know.
To be no.
I don't know either, but, if you wanted to stick around for a while. She kind of like starts playing with her hair and doing the ringlet thing with it. You know, in case you ever wanted to see if you could make a banshee scream.
Why would I do that?
Never mind. You had another question?
Do we have another question?
Where did you last speak with Sernoth?
Oh yeah, good
And
question.
do you know where he was going? Or where they were going?
No, I said I don't really know what happened to it after that. He was, he's from the city of Iriabor. I think it's how it's pronounced. There's no phonetic guide in the book I read that said, but it's spelled like Iriabor, so I assume that's how it's pronounced.
Is that out towards Cormanther?
Probably. I don't know where the fuck it is, to be honest, Chris.
It's not on our map.
It's not on, you know, it's on no map that I've ever seen before.
I don't think it's on the Sword Coast even.
Magical.
I'm gonna Google it. Hold on, let me contact the spirits.
Take your time. But just.
You know, she's gonna go over to her bookshelf and is just gonna like start flipping through it and go, let's see. Ah, this is it. Oh yes, of course. Oh, they do have a phonetic. Uriabor.
Oh.
I guess that's how you would pronounce it. It's known as the Overland City, the city of 1,000 spires in the Sunset Vale in the western heartlands of West Faerun. Far away from the Sword Coast. See, it has a crest of arms that is this mighty unicorn. Oh, it's not a unicorn, it's just a horse with a spear behind it. What a missed opportunity. I like unicorns. I always wanted to ride one when I was alive. I'm sorry. You with the beautiful skin? You were saying?
Oh, sorry. Did you ever meet a unicorn while you were alive?
I'm an elf, of course I met a unicorn. Haven't you met a unicorn? You're part elf. Or did you just meet a
raised up the
donkey with a
sea.
carrot tied to its head?
Oh, we had one of those in town when I was growing up.
Mm.
It was a sort of a annual thing.
Of course, the festival.
And children would ride on it.
I feel
When's that?
like I missed out on something.
You
How
did.
Alisandra's gonna sidle over to Sindri and be like, "Do you know what they're talking about?"
No, it's not the pony, the donkey carrot trick I've seen. It's at Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate. You know, sometimes you don't have a unicorn in the city, but
Yeah, so you have to go to a
Yeah.
donkey show.
Maybe my parents.
I won't
too
advise
low-class
that.
in this, too.
Lady Alessandra, I'll take you. I'll sorry. I'll next time there is a carrot in town, I'll let you. I can't fucking do it. I will happily take you to the next
Oh, well, that
carrot
sounds like a
donkey
lot
show.
of fun. Thank you.
Sindri
Well,
is
thank
going
you.
to just excuse himself for a moment.
Madam,
I said.
Yes.
you said there were the halflings that came by that you dealt with, but have you happened to have not seen two dwarven brothers come through, have you?
I have not. I mostly stick to my own little haunt. But I could tell you that there were no dwarves that came through here.
Thank you
I'm
for your
sorry.
answer.
I'm sorry. Are they friends of yours?
Friends of a friend. Well, brothers of a friend.
What are their names?
The Rock Seekers?
Tell you what, you've all been so well-mannered and kind, so long as they do not ask for it extra hard. I won't kill them if they come by, and I'll tell them you were looking for them.
Entirely too gracious of you. Thank you.
Where are you from, girl?
A ways away.
There's something very familiar about you.
I get that a lot.
Well then, I suppose I should get back to my chores. These spider webs
Thank you
aren't
for your
going to hang
time.
themselves, of course.
Thank you so much for your hospitality, Sindri will say, and probably what sounds like just very the loosest of Elvish.
Oh, you speak the Sea Elf dialect. Interesting. Well, and she'll say back in Elven, y'all have fun now, you hear?
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm assuming that Sea Elf is either like slightly like Spanglish or slightly like Cajun.
It's not the same.
Or is it Bostonian? Is it just like, hey, how's it going? We're gonna go to Duncan with our khakis and our khakis.
Chowda.
A chowda.
It's gotta
Say
be
it,
full
Elfie.
Jersey Shore.
Say it, Elfie. Chowda.
It sounds like
Definitely.
a coastal dialect.
Definitely coastal. Or it's like, whoa, hey guys, I'm like a sea elf. Nice to meet you. Yeah, that's what it is. It's
That's
West
the
Coast.
one.
That's the one. We got it there. And she'll go, very well then, cousin. As they say among your people, hang loose. She'll say in Elven.
Does anyone else speak Elven, or is it just me?
Nope.
It's probably the one
Really?
time not everyone speaks Elven.
Yeah.
The one time not everybody took French.
Infernal and Celestial, baby.
All right, you
No,
weirdos, let's get out of
Celestial
here, and
and
then I'm going to
deep
teach you some
speech.
Elven swear words.
Oh.
Oh, spicy language. You've been
And-
terribly kind. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
Agatha. Nice to meet you.
And what was your name?
I'm Anthea. They both start and end in A's.
When I was in school, they always said that I was an easy A. Are you well studied as well? I noticed that you carry.
Mm-hmm. And I make things.
I
like
make
fish.
things too. Oh, here, a gift for my polite house guest. And she will reach over at the chaise lounge, and next to it is a big bundle of spiders. Like, it is a teeming mass of spiders that are all kind of like around a pair of like these huge, like, I'm talking like lobotomy style spikes. And she's going to reach in next to them and is going to shoo, 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 and is going to pull out a small scarf made of spider silk.
Oh.
Here, to keep you cool when the days grow hot.
Oh. Thank you. Do you make this, you said?
I did. I spun it
Wow.
from spider silk myself.
That's so nice.
Quiet, I did so. You just helped. She barks at one of the spiders.
Well, every little bit counts.
Safe travels.
Thank you. We'll be on our way then, I suppose.
It's like not much of
Okay.
a scarf. It's more like a neckerchief.
Even for a halfling?
Even for a halfling. She was only halfway
Okay.
through.
Fair enough. Oh.
But it's like you can get like a little sides.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it has no mechanical benefit aside from, you know what? It will give you advantage to flirt with spiders.
Nice.
Advantage with spiders.
Perfect.
There you go. It is now a magical item. Uncommon. It's an uncommon item that gives you advantage with spiders. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll find out when it happens.
Careful,
I'm adding it
we
to the
might be
sheet.
going underground. Are we gonna end up with driders?
Oh.
This is truly
You may be
Really
eating your
sneaky
words.
cat.
the act 1 setup for the act 3 reveal.
That you're just like you're up against Peter Parker. Oh, I forgot that the villain of this of this portion of the campaign is called the Spider. So this might you might be able to call me on that.
Oh, there it is.
I just shot myself in the foot. But all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Do you guys head out, or do you want to make camp inside of this creepy freaking town? What do you want to do?
I think
There's
it
a-
hasn't been long.
There's a tower somewhere?
There is actually about 10 miles to the south through the foothills. There is a place called Old Owl Well, which has a tower in it. Probably a
Let's
better
get that
place.
done.
Sounds good. Might as well hit all the spots.
We're here,
You're
and that
here,
was
right?
actually like that went really well.
Goodbye.
Admittedly, I'm a little shocked.
Why?
Yeah, that was really easy. I don't know why no one else could do that.
Probably because they're rude.
This is true.
I expect they
I
went
tried
in
to
with
bust
preconceived
them.
notions and acted badly based on that. Probably didn't knock either.
Most
Probably
people do
not.
speak with their swords before their words when dealing with the undead.
Oh, how rude.
It's an awful shame.
Well, not always a bad idea, but best to know who you're dealing with first, because, they're not all bad.
Mm-hmm. More neckerchiefs for us then.
That is.
Adorable.
Is it itchy?
No, it's actually pretty. Wanna feel?
Yeah.
I'm a little curious, sure. And Lyric will reach out and give it a feel.
It's actually not sticky at all.
That's
You'd
unnerving.
expect it to be sticky. Like I wasn't trying to be weird. Like it just,
No.
It's like
Being
oh,
spiders, though.
It's being
Yeah.
spiders, like, you'd expect it to be sticky, and you're like, huh.
What do you know?
Learned something
Carmilla
new.
feels it, but then with Anthea's neck like way out, she kind of like turns around and just starts walking away. Goes back to the horse.
Perfect. All right. You continue riding, making your way down to the south. As you do so, you will continue riding down these forest paths, making your way deeper and deeper. And then suddenly you're out of the woods, heading across the foothills. It's still night, pushing on toward about 11 p.m., if that type of scale is in fact followed. Actually, don't know what they do in Forgotten Realms in terms of time, and I probably should have looked that up, but I didn't, so So just assume that I got it right. I don't know. You continue riding down the pathway, and soon, as you crest a low ridge, in the moonlight you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower, and mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard amidst the rugged hills. A colorful tent sits in the middle of the courtyard, but no one is in sight. What do you do?
Perhaps we should do a perimeter to see if anyone's here.
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
Okay.
So you can enter the site from either direction, nor actually from any direction, because the walls have crumbled.
I'm going to try and get a bit of a closer look.
Sounds good.
And Luke's going to try and be somewhat quiet, approach slowly.
Sounds good. Does
Keeping
anybody
an
want to
eye
make me a perception roll?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
I would love to.
I can do my best.
10.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Got a
Was it
one.
a nat one?
Yeah.
18
10.
plus what?
4.
Investigation? No. What was it?
It was just perception. Yeah.
Perception. Dirty 20 then.
Dirty 20. All right. So anybody with a 15 or higher is going to detect the smell of death coming from the tower. However, Sindri, as you are walking around, you're going to get a straight shot inside of the colorful tent, and looking ahead, you are going to see that there is a comfortable traveling suite inside, as well as what looks like a full folding table and cot inside. It looks very comfortable. There's a travel chest nearby and several vials, what looks like potions or maybe even some other magical things sitting atop one of the atop the desk at the back of the tent. Now, you can't see fully inside of the tent, but the front flap is open, so you there may be other spaces inside of the tent that even have more supplies. But a straight shot from where you're looking on the other side of this well that is immediately to your north, you are going to see and a bit of treasure inside.
Ooh. Wait.
What? What is it?
This is okay. Something's going on here.
It smells like death.
What?
What?
It smells like death. Like dead. No, not you. You're fine. It's
Oh,
from
good.
over
We
there.
were just dealing with a bunch of zombies, so I mean, it could have been us.
I think-
It's not
I haven't
coming-
watched anything for a while.
No.
No,
I think
sorry.
it's more.
Like the tent. Like you see inside there, right? Like they left all their good shit out.
Well,
Maybe
that
they
smells
weren't
like a
expecting to be gone long.
No, like look inside there. It looks nice. Like would you leave that unattended?
Huh. What? You think it's like got something
A
under
trap.
it, maybe?
I think it's a trap.
Alessandra's gonna reach down, pick up a rock, and throw it in and see what happens.
Oh, they might have an alarm set up.
too late. She's done it.
Okay, so what are you doing, Alessandra?
Picking up a stone and throwing it in the tent.
Okay, it is going to clatter inside of the tent, and there's going to be nothing that happens. Actually, hold on. I'm going to make a luck roll for you.
Okay.
There is going to be the sound of, like, make me a, how hard are you throwing the stone?
I don't know, decently hard to, like, trigger a trap if there is one, like, hidden under a carpet or something, or in the bed.
All right, sounds good. You're going to hear breaking glass.
Oops. I think it's not a trap.
I think that's property damage now.
I could pay them. It's okay.
I suppose.
Quick question. The tower that's up at the top, is that actually a tower, or is it just an outline of bricks like it is on the map?
It is basically a collapsed tower. So the tower once probably stood up. Now it is basically a circular structure that you could get basically 4 corners of shelter from. If you decided to camp inside of it.
And how high are these sort of broken down stone walls?
So the broken down stone walls around it, they are. That is a great question. I'm going to say that the walls of the tower themselves are probably about, but they vary from where they've collapsed, between about 15 to 20 feet tall.
Okay.
But
and then the sort of,
the bounding area, up to 5 feet probably. But most of it is like, you could all run almost holding hands and still make it through gaps.
Right.
It is very, like, this place has been abandoned for at least 100 years.
Okay. I'm gonna
human craftsmanship.
nod. Okay.
So you know it fell apart quick.
I'll just kind of nod at everyone and hop off my horse and walk with it, kind of around the right-hand side, to up around the corner outside of the brickwork.
Sounds good. There is nothing that occurs as you do so.
All right. I will fully go all the way around then.
Okay, can you make me a perception roll as you were doing that?
Sure. Ooh, that's a 17.
Okay. You have dark vision, right?
I do.
Okay, as you are walking your horse around slowly, with your perception roll, you're going to hear this inside of the tower, echoing through the bricks. The slavering and scent of death is very strong, as well as this soft mumbling that you know very well as belonging to the undead.
I'm gonna, unless anyone has come with me, I'm going to wave back at my companions and sort of do a quiet motion.
And you will also see a small light coming from a little wooded outcropping to the north. Someone is walking with a candle in a little candle holder.
Ooh.
It is a man dressed in red robes, wearing a sleeping cap, and he is fumbling beneath his robes, looking like he's putting himself away, as if he'd probably just took a leak.
I'm going to... Can he see everyone else yet?
No, he is just kind of walking, and he's putting his junk away, so he's a little distracted.
Okay. I'm gonna direct everybody to go around the other way, and then I am going to hop on my horse and collapse. And as a Dampier, I don't need to breathe, so I'm just going to play dead on this horse, walking slowly towards him.
Okay, so make me a deception roll with advantage.
Cool. That's a 16 and a 17. So 17 plus 1, 18.
18? Okay, you will start heading this person's direction. And as you do so, you can have your eyes open while you're dead, if you want, easily, right? So looking him up and down, he's going to go, what is the meaning of this? What? and he's going to walk a little bit closer to you and like look you up and down. As he does so, you're going to see that he's dressed in red robes. He has, underneath the cap he's wearing, his head is shaved down to the scalp, and there is a broad tattoo along his forehead. Can you make me an intelligence arcana roll, please?
Sure.
Or
Ooh,
you can make me a
that's,
history roll, or both.
Oh, I have history.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 22.
Okay, so so if you're doing it for the history, you are going to immediately recognize his garb as belonging to Thay, the land of necromancers. And whatever that is on his forehead's probably necromantic. He looks at you. Hey you. Hey you. Are you alive?
She won't move.
A fresh one. Strong cheekbones, too. I could have some fun with this one. He's gonna reach out and check your pulse at your throat.
I don't know if I really have. I don't think I have one.
Don't worry about
Doesn't
it.
matter.
It's fine. He feels around. You're pretty cold to the touch. It's cold outside already.
Yeah.
So he feels around. Oh, really fresh. This one's still got a tiny bit of warmth to it. What happened to you, beautiful lady? Let's take you into camp. Come on, horsey. Come on. Oh, he actually manages to convince your horse to walk with him. And he's going to take your horse by the reins and just slowly walk you toward his camp. What are the rest of you doing?
Lyric is like has been motioning like do we go like trying to do silent hand signs, but is very over dramatizing it. Like, do we go rescue her? Do we stop this? Do we go like what do we do? Is the intent.
How high is the wall of the tower that's collapsed?
The tower itself goes up to about 15 to 20 feet.
Awesome. I'm gonna go around the side of it
Okay.
to kind of stay out of his like eye range as we see this start happening. Like I'm kind of watching Carmilla to find out what's going on. So I'm gonna go hide around the side of it a bit so that he's not gonna see me as he brings her in.
Sounds good. Anybody who is using stealth around the edge is going to have advantage because of all the hiding places you can make.
Cool. I'm definitely being stealthy when I actually start moving, and also making the "Where are you going?" to like with.
Kind of.
I would like to do the same.
Okay.
Ditto.
Okay, if everyone's going, let's do it.
Okay, so everybody's heading around the side with the horses?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody can make me that roll. I'll let you roll for your horses as part of your stealth.
Do you say advantage?
You will have advantage.
Nice. Ta-da.
I will use my determination.
Hey, there it is.
16.
16? Okay. Did anybody get less than a 13?
No.
Okay.
I got a 19 for stealth.
Perfect. You are all going to clip-clop your way around the side of the tower, walking your horses slowly. You manage to avoid any holes or bits of broken branches or stonework that would make noise. And then you just sit and wait. You can hear the sound of slavering undead inside of the tower nearby. Just waiting on the other side of a wall for something. To eat, to who knows. The wizard is going to reach up to the horse and look over Carmilla. How best to deal with you? Should have done more leg exercises. All right, here we go. And he's going to slide his hands under Carmilla's armpits and just try to lift. And he's actually going to be able to, but as he does so, Carmilla, I have to ask you a very critical question. Are you ticklish?
I mean, I don't think I'm happy to roll for it.
Let's roll for it. Let's say that this is
Constitution.
Constitution.
save or
I'll give you
something?
Constitution or Wisdom.
Constitution or Wisdom.
Because it's either how much you can hold it back or how much you can go stoic, I think.
My Constitution is definitely better, so I'll
Okay.
go with that one if that's okay.
Please, not one. This would be so funny.
It's a 13 plus 4 is 17.
So you're gonna, and just kind of hold still. You're gonna hold it in, you know, not shaking at all, and the movement of him carrying you off is going to cover anything of anything that would give it away, and he's going to drag you inside of his tent. What do the rest of you do as this is happening?
Once they're inside, I think we should get closer.
So how do we want to deal with this? What is he? Who is he?
Maybe once she starts hitting. Oh.
Is that one little section the only entrance to the tower where all the is coming from? Block a doorway.
So he's going into the tent, correct?
He's taking her into the tent.
Can Alessandra sneak up to the edge of the tower and peer in to see what the heck's making the noise?
Absolutely, you can. Let me just do a quick. As you round the corner, looking inside, you are going to see almost a dozen drooling zombies, and as you round the corner, they are going to instinctively look.
I am not rounding the corner. I am peeking around the corner.
One of them is going to look up, and I want you to make me a stealth roll immediately. Flat versus my perception. Never mind.
I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 1.
So even with my ghostly glowing halo.
This zombie looks up quickly, and its eyeball falls out of its socket as it looks at you. And it's going to go roll, and an eyeball rolls forward and bounces off the edge of your boot.
Alessandra is going to very carefully, slowly back up, turn, look at the others, and mouth zombies. And that's mouthing zombies at them, very exaggeratedly. Lots.
Let's see, what do we have here? A warrior of some kind. Very pale. Maybe your blood was drawn from you. Anybody with a passive perception of 13 or higher is going to be able to kind of hear him talking to himself in the tent. You're not going to quite make out all of it, but a little bit of... All right, let's get this armor off and see how badly the body's hurt.
What is in this, now that we're kind of closer, is there anything...
Yeah. So inside of the tent, you'll see it is a comfortable traveling suite. Inside is a cot, a chair, a writing desk, supplies, a chest of clothes. There are potions sitting on top of his desk, as well as a jeweled box sitting there. Just kind of you're really livening up the place. There's even a rug in the middle of the floor that really ties the tent together. You can see there are bottles of liquor nearby, as well as the sitting chair is a comfortable easy chair. The type that you would sit by a fire reading books with. This looks very cozy. And he's going to look down at your corpse and go, Although if I'm going to start stripping you, I should probably set the mood a bit better. I'd hate for you to be cold. Oh, Aram, you make me laugh. Somebody has to.
Does he turn away at any point?
Yeah, he's gonna turn away and start he's gonna head over to a camp stove and start filling it.
She is going to quietly get up, come in behind him, and you should learn better than to play with your food, and bite him.
Oh, got him.
Okay, make me an attack roll with advantage.
Cool. That is. Space sheet. 5, 18.
It's more than enough. All right,
think-
go.
Sorry, just with listening to all of this, imagine that he's probably going to try and warn the zombies or like use them. Can I bonus action tunnel fighter stance?
Yeah.
So that if they come rushing out of this entryway, I can.
Oh, I have
Shake 'em
the
all.
potential to do something really funny.
Well, why don't we roll initiative? I think that sounds
There you go.
great. Okay, I'm gonna have. Okay, so that's gonna be your turn.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I lied. It was a 17, not an 18.
It does not matter for him.
Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be 13, 12, 11, 9, 5, 1. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna have the zombies double up because there's too many zombies. Too many zombies. Okay, what did you get on your roll, Christa?
yourself. I got a 3.
Okay.
You'll
You'll still be able
so
to
it's
bite
only
him.
3 points of damage.
Okay, and what did you get on
Yeah.
your initiative roll?
But oh, sorry, on my initiative roll. 11.
11. All right, cool. I'm just going to quickly do the initiative chart. So that's going to be Ella, Lyric, then we are down to Anthea, then we are down to Haram, or Haman, then we are down to what's up, Christa?
I just realized I can actually use my maneuvers on this.
Oh, nice. Do it.
So my spirit dice is D8, so I'm gonna do an extra D8 of damage.
Do it.
That is an extra 4. And then, does anyone need to be in a better position?
Not my initiative count.
No, as a reaction, does anyone want to be in a better place?
I think Ella's in the best place that she could be.
Yeah. Do you want to be on the other side of the door, Sindri?
Yeah, if I could just if I can bait people into Alessandra's tunnel fighting area, that would probably be good. So if I can line everyone up in a straight line, it's really funny.
Because
Honestly, if you stand 10 to 15 feet away from the entrance so they come to you, past me, that would be the best.
All right,
When
let's do
they
that.
leave threatened, that I get a free attack then with no reaction needed.
Okay. So you can use your reaction to move up to half your speed without provoking attacks of opportunity. So it uses your reaction, but you can move half your speed.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so you're going to step over to the way. You are going to bite into his throat. How much damage was that total again? It was 3 plus.
7 total.
So 7 total. Okay. Ooh, that it hurts a lot. As you all are positioning yourself, you're going to hear a shriek from inside of the tent as he lets out a surprised yelp as you bite into his throat. His blood rushes into your mouth, necromantic, powerful, rich, delicious. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What were you doing?
I thought you were free real estate.
And as he says that, Ella, the zombies are going to see as Sindri rushes across the mouth and are going to begin to slowly trickle out toward him. The battle will begin in just a minute. But first, I think we should take a quick break before the fight begins. So folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to go to the washroom. We'll be back in 5. Don't go anywhere. eating an apple. Oh, okay. Oh, it's one of those like Slurpee things. Those Jello cups.
No,
Hello,
it's
everybody.
actually it's just a fruit cup.
It's just a fruit. Of
but I
course, you work
wanted
at a
the
school.
juice.
Of course, it's a fruit cup. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the time of the program that we talk to the chat for a couple minutes. So, hey, happy holidays, everybody. We are in the last streamed game of the year, like the last live game. So, I'm currently looking into whether or not I'm going to run some like old programs over the holidays, just so that there's like a constant, like a Christmas story type of 24-hour Dork Tales cycle of old content for you to tune into if you're bored and you want to see our smiling faces. But I got to make sure that I can make that.
Like holiday specials, so.
We do have that entire, there's a Scion Heroes for the Holidays that is several years old.
Thinking about that one.
It's pretty fun. Like, we don't follow the rules very much at all, because that was our first time running on Onyx Path when we were guest starring over there. Man, that's a lot of fun. So how's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody's holiday plans looking like? What are y'all doing?
I have about 12 deer to sow after game's done tonight.
Man, taxidermy is keeping you busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
My grandmother, for the last 30 years, has made these little Christmas deer, and they're like, I don't know, yay big. They're not very big, but she always makes them with very pretty Christmas fabrics, and they have like adjustable heads and everything. But she's in her 80s now, and so it doesn't really feel up to sewing anymore. And so I've kind of taken it over, but of course, in true Christa fashion, left it to the very last minute. So I have a bunch to make.
Where
Oh dear.
do they go afterwards? Why does she need to make them every single year?
So she's part of
In the
my grandpa's yeah, she has 5 closets just full of deer.
Which one were you
No,
in?
there was such a big ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still in that one. No, she
What are you gonna come out as, straight?
Well, no, in my grandmother's closet. I'm still
Oh,
in
okay,
there.
that makes more sense. Okay, yeah.
my grandpa's
Come
part
out
of
as
the
a straight
Shriners.
grandmother.
Exactly. No, everyone knows I'm already a grandmother. So my grandma made these centerpieces when my grandpa was like the head of the BC Shriners, and made these centerpieces. There were these deer, and everyone, like, before she walked in the door, was like, "Can I buy one of those?" And she was like, and so they raffled them all off, and they all went crazy fast. And then she's just had to make them every year because she's had to sell them at Christmas bazaars, or someone wants them for centerpieces, or someone wants whatever. So she's just been making them for years and years and years. She's made hundreds at this point.
She has found her niche.
Oh, that's nice. They sound nice.
They're lovely. I'll put a picture in the Discord after game, because we have a couple from previous years. And then I have a picture of many, many sacks of fabric that are all cut as tiny pieces, and they're my deer carcasses, as I'm calling them.
Ooh,
Excellent.
Well,
I like it.
that's accurate. Nice. Anybody else doing anything fun for the holidays?
Not particularly exciting,
Nice.
no. Sorry.
I'm going
Baby's
to
first Christmas.
Baby's first Christmas.
Baby's first Christmas. We got Santa pictures. It went how you'd expect.
Oh, so good.
It was very good.
Screaming
One
and
or more
leaving.
people crying.
Merry Crisis.
Merry Chrysler.
That's what we're doing.
I definitely you'll be happy to know I did quote that meme when I was in Rockefeller Center under the tree.
Yes. I'm very happy. to
Good.
do that.
Good.
Merry Crisis. Oh, did you go skating? Yeah.
I'm an awful
Ooh.
skater, and I
Yeah, me too.
didn't know how expensive it was, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, you got to rent the foot blades.
Although I
I'm
did
going-
consider they have little chalets that are just tiny little buildings that have like a table in them, and there's a restaurant that serves them, so you can sit under the tree watching the skating in a nice little warm hut
Oh,
and
that
have
sounds
dinner.
cute.
And I was like,
fun.
if I knew those existed, I would have booked one.
That's pretty dope. They never show
Oh.
those in the movies, right? Oh man, I'm glad you had a good trip out there. I'm glad it was good.
Mhm.
We're looking at our convention schedule for 2024, and I think there's like 3 or 4 conventions we're gonna try to hit next year as Dorktail. So if you are anywhere, there's a chance that we might be there. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what cons they are because we still got to work it out. But one of the ones that I will say is I'm definitely looking at going to Gen Con in Indianapolis. So anybody who wants to come with me on that, we can book a hotel room or something and have a party suite. It'll be great. So let me know, cast. We'll party. We'll go hang out with Joe Manganiello. Manganiello? Manganiello?
Manganiello, I think.
Is it Manganiello? I can never pronounce his last name. We'll hang out with Joe.
Joey M.
It'll be great. We can go work out with Travis from Critical Role. It'll be good. I cannot keep up with that man. He is a monster.
No.
Not like personality-wise. I'm sure he's sweet as hell, but he just lifts a lot. Anyway, so yeah, what other things do we have? We've got the Strixhaven Winter Special that is happening. It is the first of 2 specials before Strixhaven Season 4 begins, which is going to be happening in like sometime in February, I think, whereas when we're actually coming back. But we've got this one, and then we got another game. I think it's like on the 16th or something like that. It's like it's the Tuesday in January that has a 1 in front of it. The 16th. I called it. I'm good at my job. Everything's happening on the 16th for me. So that is going to be happening. If you're on the Patreon, you are going to be able to watch that immediately. I'm a little behind in doing the public releases because our schedule has been so full. I haven't had a night off where I can run the things on Twitch and release them on YouTube. So they will be coming in the new year pretty hard and fast. If you're on Patreon, you'll also be getting the first episode of Alien Destroyer of Worlds and a couple of other things. So hey, join the Patreon at the $5 tier and you get access to all that. It's pretty great. You are also going to be getting that module. I do want to say the module this month, it might be a little late just because of the holidays. I will try to get it written up beforehand. It's like 80% done. But last module that you got was like 2 feature-length modules that were way longer than I promised. So got me some slack, please. I also have a Hunter the Vigil module that I need to write that's going to be like a 4-pager that is 100% worth it because it's dumb as hell. And I don't want to talk about it because I want to run it for you guys. And thank you very much, Kelowna Curd, for the Extra Life. We did an Extra Life extra day this weekend, and I'm happy to say that we got what was our total? Like 73% of our goal, which is amazing. We raised about 20,000 Canadian. We tried to raise 20,000 US, but this is a year of extreme desperation for a lot of people. A lot of people are really struggling with inflation and a lot of job changes and things like that. And being able to get that close to our goal and still blowing previous years out of the water was just fantastic. So thank you, everybody who came out to Extra Life. And folks, those videos are hopefully going to be going up on our YouTube. I just got to do the thumbnails for them. And if you have any extra money to give, you can, of course, support us directly on Patreon. But if you want to help kids, that is a fully official charity. We get $0 from it. It is the Children's Miracle Network that it serves. And the money is entirely tax deductible according to whatever rates apply in your local jurisdiction, whether or not you're in the States or Canada. I'm not sure if Mexico is included in that, but it's North America. And Mexico's North America, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's in NAFTA. Yeah.
And Kel always likes to point out that check with your work. A lot of businesses will match donations. So if you donated at all, or if you're thinking you might want to donate, check with your work and maybe they'll match your donation to that. And that is all for the kids. And that's awesome.
And thank you very much, everybody who's in the chat right now. And nice to see you, Brittany Fenn. This is lovely. Thank you. Your comment is very lovely. If you want to join our community, don't forget the Discord is free this month. You can join it for free all December. And we have a special running in January where you can also join it for free. That special is going to be running throughout the year because our Discord is open to the public.
I'm so confused.
I know. Because I do it for Black Friday.
Why is it charged?
Okay. Well, it's not. It's free.
Not.
It's free this month.
I know it is.
And next month.
Just always specially free.
Well, it's like where that old thing I used to do for Patreon to get people on that, where we're like, hey, folks, did you know for as little as $1 a month, you can give us $1 a month?
A kid in the cafeteria today, we were selling packs of like a pack of fries and a good order of French fries that were for $3, and we had one left, and the guy was like, hey, you can have this thing of French fries is $4, but for you $3. And he just like artificially inflated the price to then drop it down to make it a deal.
I used to do that.
I realize that's entirely how most retailers.
Yeah, that's why
do pricing.
That's why it made me laugh. Is because this high school kid was doing it.
Oh man, that's how I used to do I used to have a job handing out flyers on campus, right? And I used to do that. I'd be like, hey, psst, don't tell anybody I gave you this. And like stuff like that. Or I'd be like, hey, it's free. Take it. Or, hey, pick one. And I hold them up like playing cards and like, just like, oh God. The trick is confusing them. It's great. Okay, anything else we want to talk about before we head back in?
No, but I'm just thinking about that thing where if you really need to give someone something, you just hand it to them and just like make it casual and they'll just take it. And then they'll wonder why they took it later. Yep, it's the lab coat effect. Oh, actually, I will tell you one last thing before we go in, which is actually two last things. Quick reminder that on Wednesday nights in January, starting, we're still hammering down the first date for the session 0, but we are beginning the Transylvania Chronicles, a Vampire the Masquerade epic that is going to take place from the 1100s into the final nights at the turn of the 20th century. It is going to be a fantastic game. You might have seen the ad. There's also a trailer up on YouTube now. It's a fantastic cast. Most of the Dragonlance cast is coming back for that. We stole Christine for this game. So, definitely check that out. And also, because it has not been publicly announced anywhere else except for at the end of Extra Life, there's another thing that showed up in the mid-roll that you might have seen as well, which is there is another Chronicles of Darkness game that is coming to Dork Tales. We are going to be doing a guest series where our friend Simon K from the Onyx Path and Tabletop Almanac is coming and running a Changeling the Lost game. It's going to be running once a month on Thursday nights. Depending on the month, it'll change around a little bit, and that'll be a public release thing for everybody. And I get to play in it, which is good. And Caitlin's in it, and Amy's in it, and Cal's in it, and Kel's in it, and I think that's all of us. But it's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you join us for that. Thanks for the subs, and it's going to be really fantastic. I hope you enjoy it. We're doing a session 0 and a session 1 in January, and then it'll be once a month after that. Besides that, we have some fantastic things that are going to be happening later this year, and we're in talks to figure out what's happening when Strixhaven finally wraps. It will be a damned good time. Ugh. There you go. That's your clue. All right. Anything else?
Are we playing beavers?
We're playing beavers. We're playing werebeavers. Yes. Beaver, the damning.
Werebeavers.
You sure it's not Zombiever?
Zombeaver.
Funnily enough, legit movie title.
Wow.
And actually not as bad as you'd expect.
I rewatched that literally last month.
It was surprisingly good for what it was. Like, it was one of those, like, this is not good, but it's not bad.
It's a good bad movie.
Mm-hmm. Also, we got to watch Wolf Cop 2, or Another Wolf Cop, as it was called.
Yeah.
We're making another
I still haven't even
Wolf
seen
Cop.
the first Wolf Cop.
You should. You should come over and watch Wolf Cop. We should watch BoJack Horseman, Wolf Cop, and the new Doctor Who.
I watched the Wolf Cop with you, Mr. Kelly.
You did?
A million years ago.
Yeah, I was able to make that. I think I remember that.
It was great. The drink and shoot.
Caitlan, I think you were there for that.
Christine was there for that.
I think you just unlocked a memory. I think I was there for that.
I've seen Wolf Cop a couple times because we watched it and then we watched it with other people and then I think another few people we
Oh my god.
introduced it to.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
It's not 10 years ago, but it's not 10 years ago. Like,
But it's not.
What's
like-
10
Yeah.
years between friends with moisturizer?
Well, I can say it's not 10 years because I don't think I've known you for 10 years.
You haven't
No.
known Christine for 10 years, so it's 9 years on.
Yeah.
Eight
it's-
years, 4 months.
Yeah.
Something like
Jesus Christ, yeah.
that. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
What is time?
Anyhow,
My knees hurt me.
Yeah.
They hurt me. My back. What is time? All right, so folks, without further ado, it is time to head back into Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk 2023 edition tonight. You ready? Let's go.
let's go.
Let's go. Let me just find the songs that I'm going to use. This is going to be this one. And that's going to be Undead Horde music. There we go. God, I love having Undead Horde sound effects. So good. All right. So without further ado, let's hop back in to Phandelver and Below. Welcome back to Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, here on Dork Tales. The zombies see you positioning yourself in front, Sindri. And let's jump to our maps. All right, top of the initiative. Ella, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I think. Okay, it's just within range. So let me just check. Everybody's just. It's up to 3. So I think myself, Sindri, and I guess Carmilla, because she's in the tent.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to have line of sight?
What?
Do you have to have line of sight for bless?
Just says within range.
Okay.
Does not
So
say
you know
within
where
sight.
they are, so that'll work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Bless on the 3 of us.
Okay.
And then go into my Tunnel Fighter stance.
Okay, with your bonus action, that sounds great. Lyric, you are up. What do you do?
A very important question of, did we have a long rest between when we dealt with the dragon and when we...
Yes, you did.
Okay.
There is no
Good.
way you didn't have a nap after that, because otherwise you'd be damn near dead.
Yeah, that's why we had
That's
breakfast
what
with the
I
druid.
thought. Just making sure.
It was a power breakfast.
Very sure. Because that means that I now have spell slots and bardic inspiration to give out.
Sounds great.
And what that means is step 1 is bardic inspiration. Now, do I have to have line of sight on them to give that? Or can I just give it? Okay, give it.
You have to be able... They have to be able
Who
to
can hear me?
perceive you.
60
Yeah.
feet can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give it to Carmilla. Be like,
Everybody wants to give it to Carmilla.
like, I don't know. Just inspired.
Sounds good. Hashtag inspired, hashtag blessed.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
you have that. I will remind you of my features for that, because that's my bonus action. And then I'm gonna... Man, where is everything? Where am I? God damn. I'm over there.
Okay.
Scoot my boot along the edge and I'm kind of trying to get over to the well, of all things.
Okay, sounds good. You can run diagonally south to where the well is, down beneath.
Yeah. I think I can make, if I do the full action.
I think you can. Well, if you do a full action, you can absolutely make it there. You can hide behind the well with your 60 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna basically run and then do like that slide. Like
Perfect. Slide
to
on your
duck
hip
behind
and
the
butt.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your tail kind of
And
like looking kind of cool as you're doing that.
Curls up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you are you have cover. Crouching behind it, you'll have full cover.
Perfect. That is my full action then.
Sounds good. Anthea, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna, I guess, just try to get a little more into the fray. Or what will be the fray. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Haha. Oh, I have line of sight to a zombie.
You do.
Huzzah! I'm
It
going to
looks at
shoot
you
it
and-
with my light crossbow. Oh,
All right. Make me an attack roll.
yeah.
Now, however, I do have to
Yes.
say you're shooting at the zombie, and you're a half. Did you have anything that gives you the ability to see well in the dark?
No, I don't.
So
didn't
attack
make
with
the night
disadvantage,
goggles
please.
Because I don't know. Okay, that's okay.
That said, it's a zombie.
Ka-cha! I mean, a 10.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
Nice.
Remember, they're
okay.
zombies.
That's right. We've been over this.
We've been over this. Zombies are a threat to. They're a threat if they swarm you, and that's literally it.
They're a threat to squish, which means I'm gonna give them 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh yeah, you have squish back.
I do. So I'm going to command him to attack. with my bonus
Okay.
action.
Now, can Squish see in the dark?
What a great question.
Feel like a homunculi can.
I feel like he can't, but let me just...
Go ahead.
I mean, we
and that
know
was
he's
6
immune to
points
poison
of...
damage.
I'm so sorry?
We know he's immune to poison damage.
This is true.
We know that now.
All right. So the you did 6 points of damage to the zombie, right?
No, I did 3.
Oh, 3. It felt like 6 though. It was a really big
I know,
number.
right?
Your arrow is going to
It felt like I didn't roll a 1 on my damage.
and is going to rattle around in the eye socket that you shoot into, the empty one where the eyeball had rolled out a moment before. Squish can make me an attack roll.
All right. Sorry, I'm just getting Squish's stats up right this minute.
Oh, I love
Wow, condition immunities too. Crazy. Okay. You know, oh, dark vision to 60 feet. Yep.
it. All right, go ahead, make me an attack roll.
Let's go, Squish. Let's go. 2. 4 strike. 2. Oh my god, Squish rolled worse than I did. What does he even add to it?
You may use your determination on Squish if you choose.
I feel like I should, but I'm just going to double check what exactly... Oh, my spell attack modifier to hit. Oh no, that's fine then. That would be a 10.
All right, perfect. 2 10s.
All
How
right.
much damage?
Not a whole lot, but let's go. Oh my god, why can't I ever find any d4s? This is a reoccurring problem. Ooh. 3 plus PB. I can't remember what the hell that means. Oh, proficiency bonus. So 5. 5 points of force damage.
All right. He fires off a blob of himself, and you're going to hear a as it flies into the tower and smacks into the zombie. A chunk of flesh explodes off of it.
Good job.
Ow. You will hear as the memory of pain goes through the zombie's rotten cortex. Inside of the tent, Harmon, which is his name, the red-robed wizard of Thay, with a blade pushed to the side of his throat, is going to go, how many of you are there? Look. My zombies and I will just leave, all right? I know that you... Goddamn marauders.
We are not marauders. And
Well, you're
you are an
marauding right now.
abomination. I am not. What? How is this marauding?
Aren't you robbing me?
No. We were coming here to rest, and you and your small legion of the damned were already here.
I didn't realize I needed a permit.
There is no permit for this. If you let us destroy your zombies, perhaps we will let you go.
Those zombies are private property.
Great, the necromancer capitalist.
More property damage.
I'm more of a libertarian, actually, but still.
No.
Almost
Just
worse.
stab him.
You're gonna stab him? Okay, do it. Favorite enemy, libertarians, go.
Yeah, I'll have my sword out, and I'm gonna basically just try to bonk him.
Okay, get non-lethal. Let's do it. All right, you turn on your non-lethal token, the little thing swirling around it.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
that's an 18 plus 5.
I would cast shield, but that would not help at all. So that's gonna hit. Go ahead.
Hooray! D10. And then I rolled a 1 for damage.
You have Great Weapon Master, don't you?
One crew.
Oh,
crew.
ew! I didn't get rid of it. I forgot I was gonna get rid of it, and then I didn't. Hiya! That is also a 1. So I have to keep that one, I think.
I can only do so much here, Christa.
I know, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Do you want to action surge and bonk him a couple more times? Can you bite him as a bonus action?
No, because it has to be a light weapon, and my bite is a natural weapon.
Oh yeah,
and I
that's
don't have
dumb.
2 attacks yet. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, if
I
you
get to
had a
attack
bigger mouth.
soon.
Okay.
No, a smaller sword. Then I could. I don't know. It's weird. But I am going to. Where the sides of this tent are like closed.
They're closed.
Right?
Yeah, it's only the
Okay.
lower flaps are open to the south.
Oh, but I didn't hit him. Oh yeah, these are all when I hit a creature. Oh no, I hit. I just did,
You did hit
very little damage. So I'm gonna do a pushing attack.
Okay.
So he
Sure.
needs to make a strength savings throw.
That is a 10. I'm pretty sure that's a fail.
Yeah. I can move him 15 feet. So
Okay.
I would like to boot him out of the tent into the walkway past the towards the tower so
Okay.
that he ends up near Alessandra.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll count for your tunnel.
It will not, because he's not moving into it willingly.
Right.
But basically, there's going to be a ripping noise as you hit him. By the way, how much damage was that total? That was 2 points of damage, or 1 point of damage plus your strength?
Total.
4 total? Okay. There is a noise as you strike him, sending him through the edge of the tent with a rend. He rolls ass over tea kettle, landing at Alessandra's feet, looks up at you. Shit. He's
Also,
going...
I slightly lied. I used a superiority dice, which means he takes an extra 3 points of damage.
All right, his brain is rattled slightly. He is going to look up at Alessandra with her blade drawn, and is going to take his action, because he's on the same initiative as you, and is going to cast a spell. Does anybody have... Oh, you guys don't have counterspell at your level. What am I even doing? And as he does that, there is going to be a sudden puff of magic around him as he goes, "Vamos, ya no steo," and he vanishes. Alessandra, with your dark vision, you'll be able to see some scrabbling in the dirt. Now, he is moving inside of your space, so I will let you make me an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. So is he moving within, or is he leaving my space by
He
chance?
is getting the hell away.
Okay, if he's leaving, there's no reaction needed to do it.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let you do this, even though you're technically blind to this because of greater invisibility.
Oh, that is such a rip.
Did you have a nat 20?
I did.
All right, what was your other one?
14.
14 is going to be a miss. It is going to bounce off ephemeral armor that sparks for just a moment as you see the outline of a figure duck up to the north. All right, that is going to be his turn. And zombie number 1 is going to amble forward and take a strike at you. But that means that it's stepping inside of your range. It's only when it moves. Your range is only 5 feet, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that particular thing that we were talking about is when next level comes around and I want to take the Polar Master feat.
All right. This zombie is going to step at you and is going to make an attack roll, but is going to just kind of put a hand on your shield and kind of just push you limply. Another zombie behind is going to take a step through. That will move through your threatened square. As he pushes past his zombified friend, you may make an attack roll against him.
Okay. I will use my reaction to do that.
Okay.
He's moving within. Let's see. Roll the die that rolled in that 20 last time. That's going to be 15.
15 is absolutely hit. What's your damage?
Okay. I am reminding
have
myself
that
of what my
figures.
damage is on this. Right. Silver longsword D8. Okay. Six.
6 points of damage. All right, you stab into this zombie, and it is Sindri's turn.
All right. So I have a plan.
Yes.
And let's me pull up where that tab is. All right. So I'm going to move between the zombies and our little homunculus friend.
Mm-hmm.
Or hold on one sec.
I think I know
How do I
what
do
you're gonna
this?
do.
Yeah, it's breathe fire in a 60-foot cone, or a 30-foot cone.
Okay.
So how many can I hit with that?
So from there, I mean, we're using a grid system, so it's kind of broken. But if basically you stood between those two grids right there,
Yeah.
you could hit the entire lower side of them. So you can hit
I'll
1,
do
2,
that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them.
If you make me choose one spot,
No, I'll let you hit all of them. I don't care. The map doesn't decide how this game runs. I do.
all right. So it's
I'm bigger than it.
It's a reflex saving throw. Or not
Okay,
reflex. God.
What's my
dexterity saving throw?
reflex save? Okay, good. We're playing Pathfinder again. That's great.
Yeah.
What's my DC?
It's probably my key saving throw DC. So
Yeah, it is.
it's probably it's 10 plus your proficiency plus your spellcast modifier.
8+.
8 plus, so it's 13.
13? Okay, that is going to be 1 nat 20, which is going to be the eyeless wonder in front of you somehow.
Okay.
He is going to stumble down to the ground as Alessandra pulls her shield back to deliver a stab to the one in front. He's going to go and face plant on the ground right as you breathe fire over him. But the rest, you're going to have 4 fails and 2 passes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It is a 20-foot cone before I fuck this up.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, well, then in that case, you're going to have... I will just re-roll these guys.
Sorry.
That is out of the 4 you can hit, that's 4 fails, one of which is a botch.
Okay. So it's not a whole ton of damage, but it is... sorry.
Okay, that is going to be... Okay, you're still up. Okay.
It's 5 points of fire damage to everything in the... I rolled
Okay.
real bad, but he's gonna just like step up on one foot, lean forward, and just blow flame out of the palm of his hand. There's a bit of a gap of air, and then it just ignites like a pilot light, and just engulfs them in golden flame.
Perfect. All right, that is going to hit 4 of them, and a fifth one is going to collapse on the ground in front of you, avoiding the damage, but the rest are going to take those 5 points of damage. Perfect.
And
All
I will
right.
use my key point to use a bonus action to do patient defense, so
Sounds
give
good.
myself the dodge action.
Okay, zombie number 3 is going to push through his friend, which you've already used your reaction, Alessandra. So he is going to attack Sindri with disadvantage. That is not even remotely a success. Another one is going to swarm, but they're starting to get like kind of overrun. He's going to push through and attack Sindri. That's not going to hit. Another one is going to push through, swarming through. Is going to push forward and attack Ella. That is... Ella, would you... Actually, you've already used your reaction. But Sindri, would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
I'm sure I hit.
Do it.
So I'm gonna...
All right, I think he's moving through my threatened space, because that is not a reaction for me.
They are not. No, he just made an attack... Like, he swarmed beneath and made an attack and botched on you.
Okay. But what about all the other ones that have moved out?
They have... Oh, actually, one of them would have. The one to the south
Every
of
single
Sindri.
one that goes through the entrance is within my threatened space.
I thought it was
But
only
it
when
would
they
have to
lea-
leave.
They have to leave
Yeah.
your threatened zone. Right?
Yes. And at least 2, 3 have?
2 of them have, yeah. No, you're right. 2 of them have. This one...
Well,
There's so many zombies.
Yeah, the one on the far bottom left and the one on the far side of Sindri
Basically, the ones to the north and south of
two on the
Sindri.
far side of Sindri.
Yeah, the
So
two up
three.
here, and the one down
you're
here.
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, the other one would have as well. You're right. Absolutely. Sorry. I have another figure hidden under there. So let me just move that to make my life easier.
Don't worry about it.
We know where he is. We know where he
So-
is.
Okay, so Sindri, you make me your attack. Roll me damage on that. And Ella, make me 3 opportunity attacks then. Thank you for reminding me of how that works.
6 damage.
6 damage. All right. Oh my god.
Fire damage while I'm at it. So he'll
Why not?
breathe onto his hand and then form spectral flaming claws and just start ripping into the zombies.
20, 20, and 24 to hit.
Okay, roll me damage. Hey, given how many zombies are here, I'm just gonna let you in on a special thing. Zombies have an AC of 8. I'm gonna let you in on this little spoiler.
8, 8, and 11.
Oh, I was about to
damage.
say. Okay, so that makes my life way easier. Boop.
Funnily enough, I rolled 5s on 2 of the damage rolls.
Okay,
Nice.
and then these guys are gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't stop in a threatened square, so they're just gonna start shambling down as best they can. Ella, one of them is going to round about and make an attack roll on you, though, and that is, I think, going to be a hit. Is your armor class 18?
It is.
Okay, that is going to be a hit. So after striking 3 of them, one of them is going to get through your defenses and is going to smash you in the side of the head, bouncing the side of your head against the tower for 6 points of bludgeoning.
That's unfortunate. Okay. I am going to attack at least one of them.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. 'Cause I think I can only do the one attack. Natural 20.
Oh god. All right, here we go. Here it goes. Who are you giving your advantage to? Or your inspiration to?
Sindri.
All right, Sindri.
That's an 8 and a 7 for damage. So I think that is, yeah.
Plus your strength. So yeah,
Plus
let me.
3. So 18.
All right. The one. Which one are you striking at?
I think the one that just knocked my head off the wall.
Okay, sounds
It's
good.
proven to be too good at hitting stuff.
How do you
so
do this?
I think my head bounces off the wall. I turn and look at it and just bring my sword down on top of it.
Sounds fantastic. All right, it's going to cleave in half like a mushy tomato. It's going to explode. All right, anything else on your turn?
Bonus action, Tunnel Fighter Stance.
Sounds good. All right, Lyric, you're up.
Did I see the necromancer vanish or get any
You
sense of that?
did,
No, we were
and
talking
started,
about it.
and you saw Ella attack something that was kind of moving northward. I think I know what you're going to do, and I think it's brilliant.
Possibly. I don't entirely know, but I'm double checking what the requirements are for detect magic. That's sort of what I was going with.
Fair.
Very curious what you thought I was going to do.
I thought you were going to do an area effect spell that someone who's been wounded would be very susceptible to.
I don't know that I have anything. Oh. Sleep?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's either that or detect to see if I can see where they've gone. Don't know that I know how damaged they were. But yeah, you know what? I actually really like that idea. So let me double check what I need to do for sleep at a 2nd level. Let's do that at a 2nd level.
Not to tell you what to do. That's not. That's
No. Like that was my other kind of thought I was trying to figure out. So when I think area of effect, my brain doesn't think of sleep that way, even though it is because it's multiple targets.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just
2nd
have
level
to-
higher. I roll additional.
And I would
2
presume you won't waste it on the zombies because are they immune to sleep?
They are immune to sleep.
There you go.
Yeah. So maybe I should just do it at 1st level then. They have to be within 20 feet of me. So I need to kind of get myself in that area. Do I have to see them?
5, 10, 15,
how
20,
many hit
25,
points?
30. So you can make it up halfway to the tent and just basically throw sleep behind the tent.
I'm just
'Cause
trying
it's
to
an
make sure that I don't have to be able to perceive them.
You don't. It's an area. You basically...
Yeah, just within range. Okay.
Yeah, you cast it on all creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do that. Let's do. I'll just cast at level 1, regular, because it's 5d8.
Okay. Cast it at level 1.
Yeah.
Rushing
Hold on a
up
second.
aside the tent. So what point are you aiming at? Because I know where he is.
So yeah, going up against the tent, and you said it headed north.
It headed
South.
around the top of the tent, yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna put it roughly where the horse is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. And I used the dice roller.
Can you move
well,
horse away first so you don't waste your hit dice
well,
putting the horse to sleep?
Horses are not immune to sleep. Did you know this?
who's in range? Creatures that you from a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order from the current hit points.
So I guess the question is, does he have more hit points than a warhorse?
Exactly.
I have no idea, but I have 27 hit points to play with.
Okay.
So
So
I don't
where
mind
are
putting
you
horses
aiming this?
like right where around the horse.
Like, I want
in
you
case
to
he's
ping
trying
the
to
spot.
get on the horse to take it. Oh, okay. Sorry. An actual. Oh god, how do you do the ping?
Just hold the mouse button on it. Okay, so
There.
like right on the horse. Okay, so
Like, kind of like there's a gap there. I feel like they might go that way. So like kind of just to the north of the horse, like at the wall.
okay, so but the horse is going to be in the range, right?
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, so here's the deal. I want you to roll me a d12 and tell me what you get.
A 9.
A 9? Okay. That sounds great. I'm gonna do a dex save. Okay. A plume of sand erupts out of your hand as the magical spell takes hold, and there's gonna be a as the horse drowsily just falls over, and you're gonna hear ah! And the sound of scrabbling on the ground as someone dives out of the way of a collapsing horse.
Well, we know where he is now.
So
So it
close.
would seem. And I guess I still have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna give more bardic inspiration to people.
Sounds good.
Considering other things, but I can't offhand a dagger. If I think you have to do it like have an attack and then an.
Yeah, you only can do the bonus action as part of an attack action.
Yeah, so doesn't work for that. But that's okay. We're gonna give some bardic inspiration to. I already gave one to Carmilla. Let's give it to Sindri.
All right, Anthea, you're up.
Yay! Okay, so because Squish is tiny, could I be holding him in my hand so he doesn't actually count as a square?
Yeah, totally.
Nice. Okay, I'd like to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew then, please, in a 30-foot line right in front of me, north.
Okay.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah!
Okay, so Tasha's Caustic Brew. Remind me the
Uh-huh.
rules of that, boy.
A stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in the direction I choose. Each
That's
creature
right.
in the line must succeed on dexterity throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration or until it uses its action to scrape or wash off the acid off itself or another creature.
That's right. It's not
It takes
poison,
the acid
it's
damage at the start of each turn. It is not poison damage.
Oh,
Because I also
okay,
have
so
Ray of
1,
Sickness, and
2.
I was like, I think that's going to be a bad call.
That's 4 fails.
Yes!
Oh wait, there's 5
Alright.
of them. There's 5 of them in their row. So
There's,
that's 5 fails.
Yes! Okay, it's not like a whole lot of damage, but you know what?
That's okay. Because I couldn't have upcast it anyway. Anyway, I'm talking to myself now. Let's go.
It's fine.
Oh
Give me
wait,
damage.
it takes it at the start of each turn.
So,
each
oh, that's
turn.
right. That's right.
So they're just covered right now.
So acid
Oh no.
lashes up from you.
Yeah, I forgot
right.
my Tasha bottle. I actually made a cute one. I'm just gonna like,
Oh, that's great.
I'll be right back.
I'm so proud of you for all of your props. Good job.
Thanks, I love props so much.
Right? Props to your props. All right, so throwing that forward, you're going to cover all of them with acid. Is there anything else that you're doing on your turn?
Anything
else you're doing on your turn?
Gonna...
You
Oh
still
my
have a
god,
bonus action.
I guess squish. Get him again! Get him again!
All right, you just attacking the first one in the row?
Absolutely.
All right, make me an attack
Right in
roll.
front of us. Let's go. Nope.
All right,
That's
so
a-
so
It's a
he's gonna
7.
go. You have determination.
Oh my god, yeah! Okay. Let's use it. Let's go.
All right, so
That's a 9.
that's gonna hit him.
Oops.
All right, impact has happened.
3 points. Force damage.
3 points of force damage are going to smash into the one in front of you. It's going to knock his jaw all the way off as it does so. He's going to glare at you with his zombie face. And it is going to be the mage's turn. The mage is going to get up from where he dived away from the horse and is going to scrabble around, looking at you, attacking his zombies. What did they do to you? My poor zombies! You big brutes! And... Anthea, I'm going to target you because you just threw acid on my zombies, you jerk. That is going to be... I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level, so that is going to be... Okay, one moment please. Breathe. Okay. You jerks! Leave them alone! They did nothing to you! And there is going to be this horrible shrieking noise that fires out from the north wall here, as you hear. And 5 magic darts are going to slam into you for 19 points of damage.
Huge. That stings.
Yeah, unless you have shield.
No.
Okay. All right, that is going to be his turn. He does not pop, however, because it's greater invisibility. All right, Carmilla, it is your turn.
I guess this guy. He's still invisible, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I think I'm going to try to get myself kind of in between the zombies and Anthea, because I trust everyone else to take care of themselves.
Sounds good.
But I don't want Anthea to get attacked by zombies.
Oh, thanks.
our little glass cannon.
Very small.
Exactly. So I'll move over there and I will take a greatsword swing at the one that's in between me and Sindri.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's not great. However, I am blessed. Which is a
You
D4,
are.
yes.
It is.
That's not great either. I will also use my Bardic.
Okay.
That is 11.
That is a hit. Roll me damage.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, man. I thought you re-rolled ones or two. Oh, no, that's only on damage.
No, that's on damage, yeah. Speaking
Reminder,
of, let's roll.
you have that fun effect for when you roll the
That's
bar.
right. You have the mode of creation thing.
So if you roll,
So I rolled a 3 on my bardic, which means they need to make a Constitution saving throw. Anyone within 5 feet. So it's just the 2 zombies.
Okay. That is... What's my DC?
should be 14. Is my save
14.
DC.
That's 2
Yep.
fails.
Cool. So it takes 3 thunder damage.
Ooh.
And then I'm also going to.
And how much
use
damage
a
was the actual blow?
That's what I'm just doing now. I'm also going to use a superiority die.
Okay.
So that's 9 plus 3 is 12. So 12 damage. Is the
Okay.
one that I hit still standing?
It is not, actually. You just dropped it by 1 hit point on its roll. How do you do it?
Oh, perfect. I think, yeah, she's gonna sort of leap out the slice or the tear in the tent, sort of look back in the direction that Harmon is, and say, "We're not hurting things that are abominations and should be freed from this world," and step around in front, and just sort of slide through it and cut it in half. As the little mode of
Nice.
energy goes.
Perfect. It is going to it is going to collapse in front of you. And what type of attack was that? What type of maneuver? What was that?
That's what I was just deciding on. I won't do distracting because it's
dead.
In that case, I don't think anybody wants to maneuver. I guess I'll do it as a distracting strike, and then there isn't advantage on anything.
Okay.
So
Nice.
just so I get the damage.
Perfect. All right, so that he's definitely distracted because he's dead. All right, so going through the initiative, Zombie 1 is going to stumble up to his feet, make an attack against Sindri again. Sindri still has his defense up, so that's not going to work. Number 2 is also going to attack Sindri and is going to fail. Sindri, you're up.
All right. Thanks for the backup. And then he's gonna do the fire breathing trick again on the 20-foot cone into the.
Okay, so 5.
I think I hit 5 of them.
Yeah, basically, you can hit... Oh, actually... Yeah, you can hit 5 of them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So.
Okay, the one that you missed before, you're still gonna miss this time. Good for him. Very proud of that zombie. And you hit every other one, though.
So it's 4 points of fire damage to the rest of them.
Okay, 4 points of fire damage. And Anthea, how much acid damage do they take at the beginning of their turn?
Wow, what a great question. I didn't actually roll it, so let's go do that right now.
Because 2 of them just had their turn.
6, please.
Oh man, this is definitely eating up their hit points. As you breathe fire, the most horrible smell in the world is filling your nostrils, Sindri. Acid is burning its way through the zombified flesh in front of you, and then your fire hits it. The putrid smell is enough that it could gag a necromancer.
Be cleansed! Breath. And then we'll step back and then assume patient defense again.
Okay, you're gonna step back, as in you're gonna take a 5.
No, just
five-
like back onto his feet and.
Oh, okay,
and
sounds
patient
good.
defense.
Sounds good. All right, zombie time. Okay, so this zombie has acted. This zombie has acted. 2 more zombies are going to take swings at you, Sindri. They are going to get a 9 and a 4. I'm not going to bother rolling with disadvantage if their first attack wouldn't have even bothered to hit you.
Perfect.
So they are going to lunge at you. My highest roll was a 12. The zombies behind them are going to start pushing through this mass. One of them is going to move through Ella's space. 2 of them are going to move through Ella's space. And 3 of them are going to move through Ella's space. And 1 of them through Sindri's space.
I'll use my reaction to make an attack for opportunity.
Okay, sounds good. Make me that attack roll. And Ella, tell me what you get on your rolls.
17, dirty 20, 21.
Okay, those are all hits. Roll me damage. And actually make me 1 more attack roll, because they're going to keep flooding out, and 1 more of them is going to squeeze through there.
Okay. That's a 17 base.
Okay, so Sindri, you give me your damage first.
5 fire damage.
5 fire damage. One of them is going to lurch past you toward Carmilla, and is going to take that damage. All right, Ella, give me your damage for the... Did I say 3 or 4 went through your space?
4.
Okay, so give it to me. I know which ones they are on the field, at least.
11, 9, 10, and 8.
Okay, 11, 9...
I think, was that more than...
Okay, one of them is going to collapse as it moves past you into a lower square. You said 9, 11. Okay, and then 8.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. Your blade is a whirl of light and moonlight as the silver slashes out. However, some of them are going to press further. You are making a much bigger target for yourself, Carmilla, and are, I'm assuming, doing distracting things. So 2 of them are going to lash out at you. That is going to be a 5 and an 18. So one of them will hit you. For a total of 3 points of damage, as one of them cranks you in the side of the face. Ella, another one of them is going to... Actually, 2 are going to take strikes at you, Ella. And that's going to be an 18 and a 19.
All right, both hits.
Okay, that's going to be 12 points of damage between them as they start just pummeling in on you. You're starting to feel somewhat overwhelmed. Okay, and I think that's everybody's turn. Let me just double check that. 2 attacks against that, and then 2 attacks against Sindri, then 2 attacks against Sindri. I have one more attack that I'm going to give to Ella.
Did the zombies all take acid damage if there was...
I did. I took it off all of them during your turn because they were about to go right up. The last one is going to lurch out at you, and that is going to be with a total of a 17, which is not going to hit you, Alessandra. Okay. Whew, so many zombies, so little time. Top of the initiative, we have Alessandra again. Alessandra, you are surrounded by 3 zombies, and Sindri is in the center of 8 of them. 7 of them. What do you do?
Do I have a sense of like how much I have to hit these guys to put them down?
They are pretty distraught. I would say they're bloodied, but their blood is congealed in their veins long ago. Honestly, the only one that looks completely unharmed is the one to Sindri's immediate back.
Okay. I will, I guess, just attack one. Unfortunately, I don't really have any multi-attacks or area of effects.
Fair.
That is going to be 16 to hit.
16 to hit is absolutely going to be a hit. Roll me damage.
5 points.
5 points of damage. Are you attacking the one to your south that was had battered or that had struck you recently?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. 5 points is going to be enough. It is going to topple to the ground as your blade passes through it. All
and then
right.
Bonus action tunnel fighter stance.
Sounds good. Across the tent, Lyric, what do you do?
I have a question.
Yes.
How big is a sled? Is that a medium or is that a large object?
I think
Like a
it could
dog
probably be either.
Okay.
I would say
And I
it's
have a
probably
rough-
about the size of a human, so I'd say it's medium.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. They're on the smaller size, and it's within my range of things that I can make of gold cost.
Okay.
And according to this, they're about 300 pounds.
A sled?
Apparently they're heavy. I don't know.
Do they mean like a horse-drawn sled?
I don't know. There's carriage, cart, and chariot though, and those are all like chariot. starts
Okay,
at
yeah,
100
they mean a
pounds, so I don't know.
horse-drawn sleigh. Yeah,
Okay,
so
so that's
that would
probably
be
big
that would be
then.
large-sized.
No, then I can't do that. Okay, never mind. Darn, I had a thought.
Does it have to be medium-sized?
Medium size or smaller currently. Eventually I'll be able to get to large. I just really
Fair.
want to pin this guy down.
A table, a chair, an easy chair.
Yeah. I was thinking about the weight.
Oh, futon.
And how
You
much
have,
they cost.
like a hide-a-bed. Hide-a-bed. They're always way heavier than you think they're gonna be.
And they're usually pretty compact. All right. Okay. Yeah. Can I? This is where I was asking if a person counts as a surface.
Okay, what is the logic here? Give it to me.
Because it has to be on a surface that can support it. So that means it can't get completely crushed. Or
A person is not a surface for purposes of
Damn it.
like laying things on like they mean like a battle mat, right?
They just said it has to be a surface that can support it. So
I don't
like,
think a person's spine can support it. No.
Okay. But in terms of pinning something down, maybe something a bit smaller then. Technically.
Well, but if it's pinning it, then it can't support it.
See, I start thinking about like if it's getting like crushed, then it isn't supported. But if it's technically fine,
I think that if the
So
person
that's why I was
can't-
If it has legs and the legs are on the ground, but it's above him and he can't get up.
no, it's fine. It's fine. My other thought was I kind of wanted to see if I could like drop a hunting trap or like a.
I was about to say,
snare
why don't you just
trap
create an
up.
open bear trap on the ground somewhere?
Like, would it show up open, or would I have to set it as an action? Is the question.
You create it.
Okay, so if you would permit that,
I would
then...
allow you to to create an open bear trap. Yeah, that's badass. I was gonna say leave a bunch of rakes out like Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, I can't do a bunch of them though. I can make one thing. So I want to make a trap that'll pin this thing down.
Okay, so you want to like put out a bear trap where I want you to ping the square that you're putting it in.
Yeah. Okay. So when I place it, it has to be within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Just fine.
Now I will say that the bolts of magic missile came from the other side of the wall. So above the wall.
So if I
like that we're just playing
moved-
Battleship.
Well, it's invisible, so I can move up to the wall,
You absolutely can move
and
up to the wall.
then yeah, and then I think I can drop it like here-ish.
You may use your bonus action to make me a perception roll
Ooh,
to see if you can see footprints in the grass and mud.
You said, would this be survival or perception? What would you classify this as?
I would say this would be perception because you're looking for it really quickly.
Well, that's I forgot about Jack of all trades, so that's going to be 12.
Okay. You can see that there are
determination.
You do have determination.
No, I will skip just 12.
Okay, you'll see that it looks like that some footprints have headed off to the west of where you were aiming before. So you don't know where he is, but you know he is definitely to the left from where you are facing. So that would have not been right on him.
Okay, so but if I'm doing it in the general direction he's going, so if I scoot along the edge of the wall here, and then do it like at the corner. Let's do that.
Okay.
Do it right on the corner.
All right. What are the stats for a hunting trap?
Okay, so this one I've pulled up says
What's the save?
it's a DC 12 dexterity save, or take 1d4 piercing damage and stop moving.
Okay. Actually, hold on one sec. Okay. You know what the beautiful thing about human necromancers is? They don't have dark vision.
Weak versus bear trap.
Weak versus bear trap. And so the save is DC 12? What's my dex save? It's probably bad. Yep. It's not great. All right. You are going to create a bear trap on the ground. It's going to... And then you're going to hear ka-chunk immediately as you literally cast it under his feet.
Okay. Cool.
Roll me damage.
It's just I think it's just a D4. I don't know if there's another place to find this. Oh wait, hold on. Is this the more real one? Oh, this one's DC 13, and then it takes so 1D4. Okay.
So that's
There we
1d4 for a hunting trap, and then...
I rolled a 2.
then
And
the
they are
emotional
stopped
damage?
moving.
Yeah, that's going to definitely take that out. Oh, wow. If you use a...
Okay, sorry, that one's better. That's the more, I think that one's from the SRD. Thereafter, until the creature breaks free of the trap, its movement is limited by the length of chain, typically 3 feet long. Creature can use its action to make a DC 13 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach on a success. Each failed check deals 1 piercing damage to the trap.
So I'm just going to put this out here. You said specifically a bear trap, not just a hunting trap?
Oh, yeah, I guess I did.
Cool. Unearthed Arcana apparently listed as 1d10, according to a forum I just looked up. So if you specifically designed something for bear, I'm gonna give you the d10 on this.
Okay.
Because
Then
it's
I shall roll
stupid
the
and I
D10.
love it. Just
I rolled
Now,
an 8.
does it lose its like restraining ability because it just sort of lands? It doesn't. It like has it been pegged into the ground?
No, it has not been pegged to the ground, but it's still going to be 8 points of leg damage.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to say is going to have 2 effects. The first effect is that it is going to clamp on, and you're going to see a spray of blood on the wall above you. The second thing that you are going to notice is that now there is a bear trap floating around the ground because I don't want to get into the semantics of whether or not he's technically wearing the bear trap now. Technically, the bear trap is wearing him.
If a necromancer was going to wear a bear trap, would he wear it like this or like this?
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do for logic's sake is I'm going to put him back on the screen so that you know where the bear trap is, not where he is. You'll still have disadvantage to hit him because he's invisible, but the bear trap will show you his location.
Perfect. I love this. Thank you.
You gave me cartoon violence. That's all I'm here for, Lyric. So 10 points of damage. He is going to yowl, and you are going to see where the bear trap has exposed broken bone in the side of his chin.
Does he also need to make a constitution or a concentration check?
Oh my god, he does. Thank you so much. Oh, but that's an 18, so he's good. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that a lot. All right. Lyric, that is your turn. Anthea, you're up.
Oh, I have to navigate to the right place. Okay, I'm going to use my light hammer at my waist and crank this guy in the face, hopefully, with it.
Crank it.
Smack him.
Here comes the nat 20.
Smack him, maybe. No, but I can't roll 1, so here we go. Let's try
Here
it
comes the
again.
nat
Smack him. No, but it's
It's a hit, probably.
It's a 9.
Hey, that's a hit against a zombie. Crank him.
Let's go. Rolling so well. Great stuff. Oh, but I rolled max damage for a 5. Bludgeoning damage right to the...
Okay, for a 5, and your homunculus can make me an attack roll.
I'm actually going to, instead of commanding it to do that with my bonus action, I'm going to... Because it's a ranged attack, so it would have... You know what? It's still... I'm going to do it anyways, because disadvantage is... That's fine. Let's do it. Let's put 2. One more time. Get him, squish! Oh, man! So one of them was a nat 20, but the other one is going to be an 18.
That's definitely going to be a hit. Roll me damage, please.
All right, get him, squish. Get him! And max damage for a 6 force damage.
Okay. Squish is going to fire off two, and it's going to punch a 6-inch hole in this thing's chest. It's going to stumble back and then amble back to its feet.
Oh.
You technically killed it. That counts as 1. Okay. Yes. All right, and on. Then it is the mage's turn. The mage is going to yell at his leg, doing the Ace Ventura. You sons of bitches! I'm just trying to do research!
Why couldn't you be reasonable? Why couldn't you be reasonable? By the power of... And he is going to lose his cool, and I need everybody inside of... Yeah, a 20-foot sphere. That is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be everybody here, including the zombies, needs to make me a saving throw, please. I would love it if you could make me a dex save. Suddenly, the clouds are going to open, and hail is going to rain down from the sky.
19.
19, okay.
22.
22. Okay, so hold on. Oh my god, really? Okay, so that's... You really used your spell good there, buddy. Okay, so... 19 is a pass. Sindri, what'd you get?
I'm using my Bardic Inspiration, so I have a 21.
Okay, that is a pass.
And I get
Anthea.
the... I also get bonus hit points equal to my Bardic Inspiration plus your Charisma modifier, Amy.
Ooh,
So
nice.
So I don't know if I passed or failed with a 17, but I just got my determination bought back by Raven. Can I use it?
You absolutely can. All right.
Thank you. For 19 then.
Okay, so then the zombies. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 zombies. Because he's freaking out. He's in a bear trap. He's not thinking logically. So let's roll some d20s for them. Wow, Google Dice Roller really likes zombies. Unfortunately, their deck saves are crap. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3 passes. All right, so all of you are going to pass. 2 of the zombies are going to be obliterated by falling hail. One of them is going to be hit by falling hail and is going to be obliterated as well, even though it's saved. One of them is going to take that much damage. The rest of you are going to take 6 points of damage as hail buffets you. That's with your save. Oh, man. Okay. God, he just killed like a third of his zombies because he's dumb. Oh my god. He killed all but 2 of his zombies with that. He can't see what's going on. He's assuming that the zombies are doing better. It's just a point in range, right? Hail is going to smash down. I want to say this just for you, Caitlan. If he didn't do it, all the zombies in the row that you hit with acid were about to die on their turn. So
Yes!
so long as you rolled at least a 5, you would have killed 4 of them.
Nice.
So it's a karmic victory.
It really is.
He's going
thank
to
you.
shout and do that. He goes, ha ha ha! I bet that got you, you sons of bitches!
I mean, almost.
All right,
How much damage was that?
that was 6 total. If you got above,
And I got a nat
14.
1, so that's
Oh, you got a
12.
nat 1. That's 24 for you.
Oh, good. Yep.
So
Oh, I'm down.
all right. So you like brandish your blade, and a big softball-sized piece of ice is gonna go and just clock you upside the head.
And down she goes.
And down she goes. All right, Carmilla, can you do me a favor? What memory is tying you to this plane of existence? Or you...
Revenge against this asshole.
I'll allow it.
What?
Carmilla,
Well,
you stumble back and you think, this son of a bitch, and your bloodlust gets you a nat 20 on your save. You come up with 1 hit point. Blood streaming down this goose egg. You're just like, oh, you son of a bitch. That took your turn, but
oh my
you're
God,
up.
Stupid.
That's
Amazing.
phenomenal. I love it. Okay, I've got 2 zombies that are up. One of them is gonna go, and he's gonna miss Ella, and the other one is going to attack Sindri. Does an 8 hit you? Does an 8?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
Did the one that attacked Ella take any acid damage?
Can you roll acid damage for
It's
me?
marked.
It is marked.
He has the mark. Hold on, I want to roll this.
It's the mark of acid.
Yes. That's 4 points of acid damage.
So he's gonna go toward Ella and go, "Urgh," and just go like that. Remember the RoboCop car death scene? The guy that falls out of the ass and goes, "Urgh," and then he gets hit by a car and explodes. That's except that Ella's shield is the car.
Splits.
It's and a little like you're gonna hear like. Okay, I'm gonna kill the undead echo sound effect because there aren't enough undead to make an echo. Sindri, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna go and use my first attack against my friend here. And I'm gonna use that with my the hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna do fire damage to it because I'm on a theme right now.
Okay.
And that's going to be 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. It looks down as it catches fire and goes. "Huh."
All right. And then I will use. I have to declare it now. Flurry of blows. I want this guy off of here.
All right, do it.
So,
Give me flurry of blows.
That's my last key point for the until I rest. So, that's 1 and. Oh, that's 9. So okay.
Nine's a hit.
So it's going to be 6 and another 6. So there are 12 points of fire damage.
Okay, the first one is going to light him on fire. He stumbles down to one knee and then rises up. But the next one, tell me how it kills him. Well.
Oh, I just slice through it like butter and then like, oh, you are so next, and start racing towards our friend there. So I have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, so you can absolutely rush toward. Okay, so rushing up. You're gonna hear him. You're gonna hear.
Just bellowing, like just screaming, like doing the Naruto Chidori run with just like the line of fire behind.
Surya. All right, top of the initiative, we have Ellasandra.
Okay. Fuck this bullshit. Celestial Revelation, sprout wings, fly up in the air till I can see him, throw a hand axe at him.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage because all you can see is a floating bear trap.
Okay. I'm gonna throw it there. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll me damage. Okay. Pass. This guy's good at concentration.
That is 9 normal points and 2 radiant points.
Ooh, okay. There is a flash of light, and you can see on the ground behind this bear trap the shadow of a humanoid male. But the spell does not pop, and the bear trap still rattles in the air. He's still up, but blood splashes the ground. Actually, hold on one sec. Pardon me one sec. Are death saves made at the beginning or end of the turn? Beginning? Oh no! Oh no, you're absolutely right! Thank you, Robin, for pointing that out.
I was wondering about that, but I was like, oh wow, we're close enough to the end that I'm not gonna worry about it.
No, it's good. I always thought, for some reason, I was stuck on them happening at the end of the turn. Christa, it has just been pointed out to me that I improperly ran the death save. The death save happened at the beginning of your turn, not the end. So you have your entire turn. I'm going to preempt you into the initiative. I'm sorry. So you are going to see Ellasandra fly to the air and throw an axe at someone to the north. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna probably take a double move because it's gonna take me a little bit to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So, because if I'm here and I want to go,
you can absolutely
there.
you can run straight through the wall. It's gapped enough.
Okay. It'll probably, yeah, it's gonna take me a double move kind of regardless. But I think maybe I'll take a double move and then I will.
You'll Surgy.
Yeah, I think I'll action surge and
Okay,
attack this
so-
guy.
You'll have so you have an attack roll with disadvantage because it is still invisible.
Okay. If I want to make it non-lethal, is that
Doesn't
any
do anything.
additional negatives?
It is not. They took that out in 5th ed. It's one of my favorite little changes that they made.
Okay, that is. Oh, and I'm blessed.
Hashtag.
I believe I'm still blessed. That's 4. So that was 16 plus 5 is 21.
Okay. He's gonna cast shield just for fun, which brings him up to a 20.
Oh, actually, hang on. I'm sorry.
damn it.
I lied. I took the higher one of the two, not the lower one. The other one was a 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 5 is it's 18.
18.
So he might be able to shield it.
Okay. So does anybody have? Oh, you don't have counterspell. What am I doing here? He is going to cast shield. Because he does not want to die, and you're coming at him with a sword. So that is going to be... Oh! Yeah, actually, he does have shield. He does have shield. What am I doing? I'm not paying attention. Okay, so you are going to rush forward and go, ah! And your sword is going to bank off a shield as it buffets. You're going to hear a scream, like a pathetic... Ah!
Do you yield?
Oh, yes!
I'll look at everybody and
Lyric.
Lyric just kind of like hands up, like I don't know. Like, I mean, it's up to you.
What happened?
he's yielding. Do we allow this?
Well,
I don't.
I mean,
I don't see why
what-
not.
what happened in the tent originally? Like, you were over there, he came back with you, all of a sudden zombies are attacking.
Well, I was trying to lure into figuring out who he was, which did work, but then he was talking about undressing me and using me, which I was not for. And
You
so
were a corpse!
That-
You were a corpse! I'm
Dismiss
a
the spell.
necromancer!
Dismiss the spell.
Don't kill me. Take this bear trap
That is
off me.
Gross. I'm
Nope,
not
spell out
sure
first.
how I did that, to be honest. It sort of just happened.
A very, very maimed wizard is slowly going to fade back into view. And anyone who looks at him can make me a history roll.
Nope.
Okay.
12.
26! Whoa.
Okay. Anybody who
I did
gets
21.
a 21? Oh, that's beautiful. Anybody with above a 10 is going to recognize that he is a human with necromantic tattoos around the side of his face. But anybody with a 15 or higher is going to recognize that he is a red wizard of Thay. Lyric, you are going to particularly know these guys have a very harsh reputation, that the blades of the red wizards of Thay are so deadly, if you are one of the wizards that carries such a thing, that you cannot be resurrected, apparently, according to some rumors.
Now,
And what are you doing here?
Research! Ow! Ow, my leg!
What brings a red wizard to
It's
here?
some of a bear trap.
do you have a book by any chance? A spell book of
I have a lot of spell books. I'm a wizard.
Oh, yes. The Bogentle.
No. Who?
I don't know.
The
He's a
horseman.
wizard. No? The mage.
Oh. Yeah, the horse mage.
Oh, perhaps? I don't know.
He's the one that
We were
created
told
those
to go
phantom
get it.
steed spells, I'm pretty sure.
do you have a spell book?
Yeah, it's in the tent. I was taking a piss when this one showed up on a horse. I thought I had another free servant. Do you know how hard it is to get corpses legally?
No, it's not something I've really bothered with, so... But that sounds tough.
God, we could have
Is
just
there
talked
anything
this.
legal here? Like looking over to Anthea.
It's kind of
Oh, I'm
weird.
sorry. I didn't catch that. She's gonna like limp over and like look real flippin' hurt. Oh, with Squish too.
Oh my.
She like
God,
rounds the corner. What?
Is necromancy
I can't
legal in
hear much of
Neverwinter?
anything. I don't think so. I don't really leave the lab.
Kind of gray market.
I don't know.
Look, just don't kill me. I'm just here trying to do some research on the place. Find out who built this tower.
Alessandra's
For
gonna
what?
take the healing potion she still has left over on her.
You still have lay on hands that you haven't used for the day.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's not enough to fully heal me, so I am 1 hit point away from falling.
Me
You
too.
got me 24 out of 25.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want it all, please.
Take it all. Okay. That's just a basic.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 8 points of healing from that.
8? Wonderful.
Look, just don't.
For what purpose are you researching?
Old Owl Well has a storied history. A wizard used to own this place. I'm hoping to see if I can glean any arcane knowledge from it. So far, I've only been harassed by a bunch of the marauders at Wyvern Tor.
Oh, right. They were mentioned by the city.
That's why I was keeping my
town,
zombies in the
village
tower. I didn't want anybody to pick them off. Now who's gonna carry all of my stuff?
Oh, hey.
To be fair, I think you took out most of them yourself.
What? No.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we have some options here. I like cooperating.
Cooperation
This is-
is good.
This is where you're gonna rob me, isn't it?
I actually only want your spell book. The spell book of Bow Gentle.
I don't have the spell book of Bow Gentle.
Fuck. That would have been really convenient.
It would have been really convenient for me to have some random spell book you were looking for. What? This isn't some
It
type
would
of
be.
game.
But do you know?
Well, we just got
do
told
you
the
know what-
necromancer had it, so.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you are rather a necromancer. So
Well, hold on though. In your
Seems fortuitous.
networking, have you heard of Sir Noth? Sir Noth?
And he's gonna roll for that. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yes, I've heard of him. He's from back west. Back east?
Yes.
Back east.
East.
Back east. Yes, across the way. He's written several
Now-
treaties on phantom steeds.
Oh. Probably from that book.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, please take it from here, Sindri. I think you had a thought.
Oh, yes. Would you be content to leave Phandelver and bother this area no more?
I wasn't bothering it in the first place. The marauders were bothering me. I was just doing research. I'm a graduate student of Thay.
Oh, God, ew.
That's somehow
Really
worse
unpleasant.
than a necromancer.
do you know anything about why there's a whole bunch of zombies over in that other town over there?
Thunder
There's
Tree.
Oh, the-
points in the direction.
Thunder
Thunder
Tree?
tree?
Yes, they're all cursed.
Yeah, but,
Oh, it's
but
cursed.
why? How?
It's a cursed mountain. I don't know. Someone cursed the mountain. It
Who
blew up.
cursed it?
If I look, I study reanimation procedures and look, you think that necromancy is all the same. It's all about just raising zombies, right? But it's not. There are many sub-disciplines inside of it. And when you are a student of Thay, you specialize in... Oh, God, my leg. If you specialize in all manner of this. I am about raising zombies primarily that died from wounds, not from plague. I definitely don't know that type of power. That's definitely doctorate level. I'm a master student. Ow.
I think we can resolve this.
Yeah, Yeah, I think Carmilla's gonna lean down and open up the bear trap.
You know, I really didn't think that was going to work, but you sort of just went right into it.
Congratulations. I'm
I'm
happy for
actually
you.
I'm actually kind of proud of that because I only just learned how to do that recently, like within like the last 3 days, 2
You
days,
did a good job.
day,
That's very effective.
24 hours.
Now,
Carmilla's gonna like rip a piece of fabric off of a shirt or something and start wrapping it around his leg.
oh, you could use the
Why?
time for that.
Why were you so
Yes,
offended that I wanted to employ your corpse?
She's gonna like fireman. carry him.
Oh,
Alessandra's going to kind of follow along behind and be like, well, from what I've heard of your wording and her wording, it obviously sounded like you were going to use her for sexual favors. Which is just disgusting.
what?
What?
That's certainly what it sounded like with what you said.
I'll thump him down in the chair in the tent.
I
I don't
was-
recall reading anything
Even if you
about
thought it was a
that kind
corpse,
of
pretty disgusting.
A real carrot donkey
proclivities
show.
from the necromancers of Thay. What? Oh
I
my
was going to
goodness.
cleanse the body and stuff it with herbs if it was wounded. You have to plug all of the orphi up, or else it just putrefies.
You really need to work on your delivery then, because that is not what it sounded like you were going to do.
The
I
phrase
understand
plug
you-
orifices as well.
I'm not
What's
a fan
that?
of that expression.
Is it? Wait, it's orifices? Ow. I thought it was
Plugging them specifically, yeah.
Yeah, with herbs and spices and cork.
Sindri's gonna like casually like peruses like if there's any books left out.
There are quite a few books. There is I Am Magic and So Can You. There is my favorite thing to ever throw in a game, by the way. There is a copy of Magic and the Art of Tower Maintenance by Edagon the Wise. There is a copy of Phantom Dream, Reach of the Lost Comrades. There is a copy of The Manuscript of Cruelty. Of course, it's a classic. There is Everybody Raises the Dead, a children's book for young Thay wizards. There is Oh, the People You'll Raise. There is the Battle Tome of Darkness, Memory of Deception, Schindler's, not Schindler's List, no, The Rainmaker. It's always the copy of The Rainmaker. It's always a copy of The Rainmaker whenever you go somewhere. John Grisham. Then you are going to see that there is the Book of Limbo. There is Chicken Soup for the Necromantic Soul, Volume 12. Executioner of Fools, Defiler of the Lionheart, Whisper of Suffering, the Soul-Infused Grimoire of Infinite Dark Dankness. And then a copy of The Dark Tower 4, The Wizard in Glass.
Huh. I think it really dropped off after this.
Yeah, I never got through 5 myself. Ow.
Yeah, that's fine. It gets kind of racist and weird. But hey, sorry about all this.
And yes, there's a copy of Tusk Love. Oh, and Loved by a Dragon is there as well. Yes.
Your name is Harmon? Is what you call yourself?
Hammond Cost.
Hammond, I for one am very sorry for the confusion. I would expect this to be part of the job being misunderstood.
Well, that's why I like to try to talk my way out of things rather than be attacked. I just don't suppose I could get you to help me dig up some more friends.
no. We're usually very good at talking, though. I don't know. We jumped the gun.
It is my fault. I apologize. Sometimes
Did
I
you-
let my baser instincts get on me.
Did you bite me?
Oh, the druid said that you might do that. Did it help?
Yes, you know what? It has something to do with, this weird herb plant that was in the last place we were. It really has me really messed up.
Wait. A herb plant. What did it look like?
She'll describe it as like mossy, something.
Lichbane.
Yes, that was it.
Oh, you should go there. There was a lot of zombies there. Could you just like take control of them?
Oh, yeah. That would really
Get them
help
out, like-
Good.
I think the druid would like be very like that you took them away. She planted that all to try and keep control of them and keep them asleep. So there's lots of lightly sleeping zombies there.
This actually fits perfectly into my research. My research primarily deals with the entrapment and corralling of zombies for, well, agricultural use and
So
labor
when you get
use.
there, you might want to call out to her first and indicate that you are there to help her. Otherwise, she might shoot you in the ass.
Oh,
Or turn into a bear and eat you. I don't know. She seemed to like that idea.
I would prefer not to have that happen.
She's a bit grumpy.
You know, I think
She
you
seemed
could
very
learn
nice.
a lot from her. You might end up doing some eco-terrorism, though, if you take too far after her.
I mean, like terrorizing nature?
No, the other way.
No, other way.
Protesting.
Terrorizing in the
yeah.
name of nature.
I'm actually I have a bit of a green thumb myself. I guess technically a black thumb. That sounds
Maybe you
weird.
get along with her then.
A bone thumb? I don't know how that works.
No.
Reincarnate plants? Raise
I like plants. I like things that grow and rot.
Well, perhaps we should. We were coming here to rest. Perhaps we can help you with the wounds we inflicted and rest here and send you on your way in the morning.
That's probably safer. Who are you all anyway?
Oh,
Well, I'm Lyric. And oh, I forgot I could do this! And Lyric's just gonna vanish the bear trap.
Are you kidding me?
yes, Lyric is learning. I'm Carmilla Alizarin. Gesture at everybody else.
I'm Anthea. I'm just gonna sit down. Are we calling?
Yes.
We're calling a truce, yeah?
Let's call it a
I'm
night.
just gonna fall asleep. I just take a nap right now.
Oh,
There's a
okay,
nice,
there we
comfy,
go.
easy chair there.
Alessandra. And she's gonna come over and lay on hands on Anthea. How hurt were you?
I had 3 hit points out of 28. 25 hit points down.
I can give you back.
Oh, I mean, if we're resting, that's fine.
Yeah, but if I'm resting, I get it back. So
Oh,
might as well get you now
fair.
in case there's an interruption.
That's
I can
fair,
give you
that's
10
fair.
back.
Thank you.
Is anybody else badly hurt?
Carmilla is gonna and second wind and
Nice.
take 8
It's
hit
gonna
points.
crack things back in place. Chunk chunk.
Yeah. Her jaw has been like slightly off center this whole time from the ice ball. She's just kind of just this huge welt on the side of her face. I have 9 hit points now.
I guess you're welcome to camp anywhere you'd like. The well water is fresh.
Alessandra will give you an additional 15.
Oh.
Or additional
Oh.
5. Sorry, 15 was the total. I took 10 off, so I have 5 left. I was mentally mathing it and then said the wrong thing. Oh, and I've got
Sindri
these
will
5
go-
good berries from that the druid gave us. I'm just gonna eat those to get those hit points back.
Sindri's gonna grab the horses and start setting up tents nearby, just like in a big semicircle around the outdoor of the other tent.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I think I'm going to get some rest.
You should probably watch him, right?
So to vanish the bear trap, it doesn't say I can just get rid of it. It says I can use a level. Can't use it again until you finish a long rest, unless you spend a spell slot of 2nd level or higher to use this feature again. And once that happens, use this action and already have an item from this feature. The first one immediately vanishes. So I'm gonna summon a harp. Like a nice little like a lyre type thing.
All right.
And we're gonna play that, and we're gonna do Song of Rest, and just kind of nice wrap it all up.
All right, so Song of Rest. You all can take a long rest here if you'd like. Having defeated the evil necromancer grad student.
Yes, please.
I think if we're doing watch, Carmilla will probably take watch on her own if she can sort of sneak that, and she'll like wake up Hammond if she can.
Yes, hello? Are you going to kill me?
No.
bite me?
What do you know about vampirism?
About vampirism? A decent amount? Why? You did bite me. Are you a vampire?
No.
Show me your okay, you said that rather quick.
She shows off her teeth and shows that they are filed down, like they're kind of noticeably filed down.
My God, why would you do that? That looks horribly painful. Sorry, you woke me up in the middle of the night.
I know. The others don't know. I don't know entirely what it is, but my uncle did this to me, and the only one that knows is Anthea. She's been trying to help me cure this, but we haven't had any success yet. And I thought you may know something about getting rid of it.
Why would you want to get rid of that? You have the blessing of undeath inside of you. Do you know how much people would pay for that?
Well, they can have it. Is that something I can do? Can I transfer it?
I mean, theoretically, yes, any condition could be transferred with the correct magical siphon, but it would be a potent one. Can I have a sample of your blood?
What are you going to use it for?
To find out exactly what you are first, and then maybe to make a potion with. Tell you what, let's make a deal. I have a relic that I would be willing to trade for a vial of your blood. For my use. It wouldn't affect you at all. I wouldn't use it for a binding ritual or to make you explode at range or something like that. But it would be very useful for my research. And if I don't die at Thunder Tree, I would be happy to give you the result of any findings that I have while investigating your blood.
What is the relic?
You're going to like this. Ow! He's going to sit up and wander over to his desk, where he's going to pick up a jeweled box. I found this. It was buried in the tower. My zombies unearthed it. And he's going to open the box for you. And inside is a single green ring. It looks like it's blown from a single piece of glass. This survived being buried in rubble for hundreds of years.
And you want to watch what else? Check. Hand me that. And he's going to gesture over toward a little claw hammer that's laying in an excavation kit nearby. Actually, you know what? You're stronger than me. Break it.
She'll line it up, make sure everyone looks still asleep, and
Okay.
probably put a cloth over it and try to smash it.
There is a loud crack. And as you pull the hammer back, you are going to notice two things. One, there is a cut in the cloth where the ring has punched through it, and there is a dent in the hammer. It's harder than steel. Mystical. As far as I can tell, this is a relic from Netheril. That's right. This site, and most of Phandelver, has bits of Netherese magic in it. Ancient relics. This doesn't really help me in my research, though. I could probably trade this for a bit of money, but blood with the taint of vampirism in it, or the blessing, depending on how you approach it. Just saying, there is a positive side of this. Your skin will look good forever. You won't die. It's a liquid diet that's always healthy.
There are people after me.
I
If
see.
they are to come for you, you cannot give them it.
I would never.
She'll roll up a sleeve and hand her arm.
Whoa. He will take out a surgery kit that has a series of tubes and things like that. It looks sanitary. And he is going to draw a large amount of blood from you. It's a vial worth, but it's going to be like a potion bottle worth. So we're talking like a full pint. And your blood is going to fall into it, and in return, he will give you the ring.
She won't put it on, but she'll put it in a bag.
It's magical as well. Consider it. It could save your life.
Thank you, Hammond.
You're welcome.
I will hope to find you at Thundertree at a later time, and hopefully you'll have some answers.
Where are you staying, otherwise?
I believe we are planning to go back to Phandelver.
We'll bump into each other again, I'm sure.
Anthea is opening a shop,
Oh.
and I believe Lady Alessandra has a house there now.
Lady. Nobles, right?
Yes, we are the worst.
What did you say your last name was?
Alizarin.
Well, I'm sorry, my lady. Doesn't ring a proverbial bell. I'm sorry. I'm a simple yeoman and scholar.
Well, you do much better work and much more important work than most nobles. Even if I don't necessarily agree with the work.
Fair.
I should
Well.
let you get back to your rest.
Yeah, it's just leg's not going to heal itself, unfortunately. I should really work on some... Well... been trying to practice Death Ward, but it's a bit beyond my study level.
I'm sure Raidaroth will get you up to snuff as it was.
That's the druid? Raidoth. He'll
Yes.
scribble it down in a journal. I'm glad you didn't kill me, and that I didn't kill you with my mighty spell that decimated my entire zombie horde.
I think you did, actually.
Do you know how foolish I feel? Very. I'd appreciate it if we played it down with your kin.
Have a good rest, Hammond.
Hammond. Like a pig on something. Yes, I know. It's a great name. Ham on whole wheat. Yes, I know. I got the joke. All right. Good night, Lady Alizarin.
Good night, Scholar Hammond.
And with that,
We'll go
you will
continue watch.
You will head back out to continue your watch. Do you ever put the ring on?
Not yet, I don't
Not yet.
think.
Okay. Well, let me know if you ever do.
She's weakened from the lack of blood, and I think is still healing from the fight, so wants to be at her best before putting random magical rings on.
Okay.
We'll probably have Anthea look at it.
Sounds great. You go and head back to your watch. And as you see the sky begin to lighten, the rest of your day is going to be busy. A ride back to Phandelver, last preparations, and then storming Cragmaw Keep, Cragmaw Castle. You ruined me for it, Chris. You ruined me. And as you
Every time. I can't think of the name way.
Caitlin's lean forward.
It's getting to the
And
point
as
I
you
don't know
watch-
which one's the right one when I go to say it.
Castle. It's castle.
Castle is correct. It's not alliterative.
It's
I guess it is still
castle.
because K and C are alliterative inside of themselves. But so as you look at the sun rise, you feel its rays warm your chilled skin. And you can't help but have Hammond's words echo through your mind. Why would you want to get rid of such a blessing? And as you look at the rays of sun lighting the tents of your friends, you can just barely make out the outline of Lady Alessandra as the sun begins to let itself into her tent, causing her eyelids to flutter and stir in the morning dew. And perhaps you have your reason. But I think that is where we're going to call game for the night. Ba-dum-bum! All right, so we didn't get quite as far as I was thinking, but we're going to be heading into Cragmaw Castle, which is next to Cragmaw Keep. It's kind of in the Cragmaw district.
Yeah.
You know, Cragmaw are us and things like that. And right? So, folks, that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Phandelver and Below, The Shattered Obelisk. We will be resuming this game on January 8th. We're taking the holidays off because this game falls on a pair of holidays. And I'm not going to make the players play when they're hungover or just exhausted from family, which is what I'm going to be. You all are amazing. Thanks everybody who came on Twitch and rated us. We really love you big. A big thank you to everybody who supports us. We have one more game that is going before the holidays over on our Patreon. If you would like to see it, it is the Strixhaven Winter Special. So, consider going to our Patreon at patreon.com/dorktales, where you get between like 3 and 6 additional games a month, plus a podcast, plus a home written module, depending on what level of patron you are. To watch all the videos, though, it's $5. That's pretty reasonable. It buys me a cup of coffee. Consider going there. You can join the likes of our divine producer, my mom, who I'm going to be seeing in like 3 days. It's wild. That's like incredible. We never see each other thanks to illness and the pandemic and all that. Heck yeah. To Precarious, our demonic producer, Breck. Hope you're feeling better. Breck. You can catch Breck this Friday night over on his channel, twitch.tv/Precarious, doing something fun. I'm assuming that he has something happening this week. Give him a follow.
He's also got some alien on the horizon, I believe.
That's right. That's an alien noise. All right, to the wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Clerk and the Ink Goblin, you're wizards. Thank you so much for getting your degree at Thay University. And to our High Council of the Patreon, how could I forget to thank Taryn, Dustin. Oh, by the way, double thanks to Taryn for that really nice donation that you gave me during our extra live stream this weekend. That was very thoughtful, Taryn. Thank you so much. And a bunch of you did, actually. So thank you very much, Kelowna Curd, and a couple of other people. I know Raven did, and Chef Elladeth, but I'll get to them in a second. Thanks to Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Elladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, Mike Baxter, and Kelowna Curd. You all are heroes. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for supporting us on our Extra Life charity stream on Saturday. And anybody have anything else they want to say?
Come join us tomorrow.
Yeah, over on the Patreon.
It's gonna be great. It's pub crawl time.
All right, and a final thank you for our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Bookwyrm Games is a fantastic sponsor. Thank you so much for supporting us for this year. You really helped keep us in business. You helped keep us running, and helped us with new tech, new art, new food. New friends. It has been phenomenal. So please support Bookwyrm Games. If you need dice, if you need gaming supplies, go to Bookwyrm Games. They're a Canadian store ran by some really cool people, and you'll save 10% on any order you make by using code DorkTales. If you do it in the next 5 minutes, you'll get code DorkTales will save you 15% probably. So go check them out. There's some great stuff. You can even buy a friend there from their familiar collection. And with that,
I think if you're in BC, I recommend getting a bunch of their, just because it'll be come in time for Christmas. But they have really good, delicious dice candy. So good stocking stuffers if you're.
That's
still
right,
looking
and
for
nothing is better than eating dice in front of your players to intimidate them. And your other dice. But
Yeah, I
with
was gonna
that,
say
ooh,
the bad D20s. You got to eat the dice in front of the bad D20s.
this
Be
is
like,
true.
you're next.
You're next,
And it'll
boy.
intimidate them into being.
No,
Shaping up.
do not choke on your real dice, though.
Oh yeah, keep them separate. It's like your paint water and your like drinking water. You got.
Yeah, you don't want to drink
you
the
can't
drinking
mix
water.
We need to stop keeping our paint water in mugs. We just
I
can't keep doing it
know.
like this.
We just can't keep doing
No.
it like this. It's
Who does
you know,
that? I use a clear
Henry
plastic
Cavill.
cup.
Me.
Yeah.
Like, I finally
Don't do
bought
it.
a proper like paint water thing with like the gap on to hold the brush while you're not using it. But until then, it was a mug my mom had gotten out of law school a million years ago. That did sit on my desk beside my tea or my coffee.
Danger.
Danger. I'm so proud of you. All right, and with that, we will see you next time here on Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk and on Dork Tales. I hope you have happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate. Make sure you are doing it safely with loved ones, and that we see you in the new year. Have a great one. Take care, and good night.